I didn't get too far before I realized I was muted. Okay, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Oh, hi everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of The Cleanup Crew. This week we have two new adventurers coming with us to join us. Two new level 1 characters coming along. This is going to be another fun session, okay? It's just going to be just like all the others. Before we go around and say hello to everyone, please take a moment to check out our opening links as they hit the chat window now. The bot will be spamming all the links at you, including our Discord, Twitter, YouTube, all the places you can find us, interact with us, communicate with us, and our community. So check that out. Also check out our sponsors over there. You can see Mayhem Press and Bird in the Storm Publishing. Please check them both out. We're very grateful to them. They make this all possible. The last bit of information the bot will give you is the tweet. Please retweet the tweet because that helps us tell everyone that you're here watching us play. Without much further ado, let's go round and say hello to everyone. Which way around should I go this week? I never remember which way around I go anyway, so this week I'm going to start with Jenna. Oh, hi.
Oh, hello. I'm Jenna, or I'm Armin in the game. You can find me at Aspiring DM. I'm playing a ASMR cleric, Grave Domain, and you can also find me at littledragonscribbles.com, where I have all my bullet journaling and D&D whatnot up there. So, yeah.
I think I got that right. Little Dragon Scribbles, just like that, just like it is in chat. Is that right?
Yep.
Hey, there
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so let's go around next to Calliope. I didn't say that right.
It's Calliope.
Calliope! I was so close.
You can find me at Calliope on Twitter, and I am going to be playing a gnome rogue.
Okay, well, awesome. If you have anything else you want to plug or we can find you anything, by all means. Otherwise, we shall carry on.
Read books and stay in school, kids.
Sound advice. Next around, we have Cammy Jewel. Oh, hi, Cammy!
Hi, my name's Cammy, and I play Nettle, a half-orc monk. Yeah.
Fantastic. Lastly around, we have Vicky at QDV. Oh, hi, Vicky.
Hello again. I am Vicky, QDV on the Twitterverse, and I am playing Kali, Tiefling Paladin.
And so we will begin this week's episode once again back at the Bog Standard, the meeting place where Nettle and Rombil will have heard found slips or been told, maybe through the grapevine, maybe they hired a kobold with a cow to come and move some stuff for them, and the kobold told them about the cleanup crew, where new adventurers can go to gain experience. No experience required. We find ourselves in the back room of the Bog Standard. There is a small room with several tables which have been arranged just so. One table facing the room. On that table there is a tome and 3 pencils neatly arranged next to Phil, our dungeon quest-giving NPC. We'll start with Callie and Armin as always, as you guys are there, and we'll introduce Nettle and Rombil as we go. Callie, Armin, good to have you back again today. Another fantastic mission last time. Satisfied customers. They were actually very happy with the job you did, and the resident was dealt with, rehomed, I understand. So good job. And Harry is going off to the lodge for debunking, de-messing. You know, they're going to drain him out and get him ready for another job.
Change his filter.
I don't really know the specifics of it, to be honest.
Did you find like a guard trainer guy, girl for Harry?
The quest continues. One day we'll find another gelatinous Doomba specialist, but for now...
But it is not this day.
Not this day.
Nope.
Here comes the first of our new adventurers. Who comes in first? Would it be Nettle or Rombil? Is anyone likely to be late or early? Hey, Lauren. Thank you for the sub. You have an advantage to gift to a player of your choice. Let us know who.
I think Rumble's there, rolling his eyes a little bit.
Cool. So for introduction, Callie and Armin, why don't you tell us what Rumble and Nettle will see as they enter the room, and then Rumble, you can describe what you look like as you enter the room. Callie first, if no one's gonna.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm distracted. I'm reading chat. I have to multitask again. It's too hard. When you enter, you see Callie is quite slim, quite tall, black skin, black horns, white hair, golden freckles, golden eyes, wearing quite used set of armor, not very special, a bit too big for her, so she looks a bit lost in it. Leaning on her axe, and standing next to her friend Armin.
Armin is a little shorter than Callie, I think. She has black hair pulled up in a little updo ponytail thing, and it has a bunch of feathers in it. She also has gold eyes, same with Callie. She looks extremely put together. And I've realized I forgot to mention this both games before. She, like, on her clothes, she has, like, a raven symbol on them, on, like, the front. And she's looks a bit worn out and is nursing a very large cup of coffee. And has, like, tissues in her hand.
Oh no. Rumble, as you enter the room, what do we see?
Rumble comes into the room. He is short. He has black, sort of spiky hair that's going gray. He has a magnifying glass that he uses to look at things, and lots of little pockets to keep things in. I think he comes over and he's like, "Oh, like, are you gonna bend over so I can look at you? All I can see is knees." Knees everywhere. They're very attractive knees. It's nice. Your armor doesn't fit quite right. I could help you with that, but if you could bend over a little bit, then maybe I could look at you, because otherwise it's just knees, a forest of knees.
Makes me so happy.
I must admit, I'm not really sure of the protocol for talking to. Do I take a knee or bend down or?
Well,
I'll bend down.
I mean, I guess you're gonna have to. Otherwise, what are you gonna do? Pick me up? That would be awkward. I'm not a baby. I'm 250 years old.
See, Callie would pick you up and set you on the table. And you're on the same. Just like, excuse me, just like, this is much easier for everyone.
Oh, I like this much better. I like you. This is gonna work out.
Hi, I'm Callie. Nice to meet you.
Bill is like having a panic attack at this point. Like,
she was on the table. I'll wave instead of shaking hands with her new giant gauntlets on that I just remembered I had. Like, I'd shake her hand, but I'm a little sick.
That's totally fine. I don't want germs.
Welcome to the cleanup crew. You can help yourself to refreshments. They're over there on the side. He points to a table where there is just glasses of water. You must be our new adventurer. Are you Rombil?
Yes. Yep. Rumble. Rhombus. Billows. I got a lot of other names too, but you guys can never remember them. So we'll just go with Rumble.
Okay, well, welcome to the cleanup crew.
I'm happy to be here. Is that what I'm supposed to say? I'm here. I don't know what else you want from me.
Oh, this makes me so happy. The accent, I love it.
Would we wait long for Nettle to arrive?
Not at all. She would probably come in the door right as this finishes. She's pretty tall, half orc, green skin. She has the small tusks, just shoulder length, kind of curly hair like me. And she wears this fun mix of like monk and sailor clothes. She would walk up to the table. She's like, "Hi."
Welcome. Please help yourself to refreshments. They're just on the side there. I'm hoping you're Nettle.
That's me.
Excellent. I like when everything's in place and in order. Well, welcome, everyone. Do you need a minute to refresh? Let me know when you're ready to get started, and we'll get on with the induction, and I'll give you your mission.
I need like a pair of stilts. What is it with all these like very large women around here? You should like sort the heroes out by size. I would
But it's good
write
to
that
have
down for the next one.
to have someone who can reach high and someone who can just easily sneak.
Yeah.
I think we're a good combination here.
Yeah. Got all the
Alright.
bases covered.
But I'm gonna have to ride on your shoulders sometimes. I guess.
I'm
I
fine
hope you're
with
ready.
that. I'm fine
I
with
would offer, but again, I don't want to get anybody sick.
Yeah, I don't want to ride on your shoulders.
You
Well-
have even things to hold on to if you sit on my shoulder, so we can try that.
I can assure you that today's mission doesn't involve you trudging through any swamps or rivers or anywhere else where height may be an issue. I hope you're assured.
I am so assured. Thank you.
Perfect. Right. Is everyone ready? Oh, I just punched the microphone. Is it still working? Is everyone ready?
Uh-huh.
Sure.
Excellent. Right.
Yeah.
Welcome to the cleanup crew. Armor and weapons are provided. Toby! And you see a chest about 3 foot long by 2 feet deep, and 2 feet wide. Enter the room on small feet with a tongue lapping around its lid. This is Toby. Toby holds all the armor and weapons for you. Toby, would you open up, please, and please help yourself to PPE. You may take leather or chain weapons as you need them. This week, I believe there's also some quarterstaffs, which might be necessary. Might. Previous adventurers recommended you take quarterstaff, so they're available in Toby. Toby, open up.
I'm gonna take one. Well, ooh. Put a glove over my gauntlet and take one.
I will take one, too. Never used that before. Probably clonking her horn. Just like, okay, let's see.
Yeah.
Does
I
any-
gotta get something separate from my spear / duster. Because I don't want to get, if I have to use it, I don't want to get gross stuff on the duster. So, quarterstaff.
So you can see, this is the first time you guys have taken equipment, I think. Phil is
Yeah.
furiously scribbling, as you do, making receipts for all the things that you take. Okay, remember, you will be charged for damages, so do try and look after the equipment. Unless it's regular wear and tear, do try and look after it. There's no deposit, though, so you don't have to worry about anything now. As you enter the dungeon, you should be on the lookout for active adventurers. Adventurers are often stumbling around dungeons, usually off their face on mana potions, and they may mistake you for some sort of dangerous foe. So do be careful. There are certain signs that you can look out for, which may let you know if there are adventurers active in the dungeon, temple, or establishment that you are cleaning. These signs can include unlocked doors. We will give you keys, so you should be able to open any doors that you need to encounter. Sprung traps. Sprung traps is a good sign that there are active adventurers in the dungeon without a permit, I guess. Dead adventurers. That's a big clue that there might be adventurers in the dungeon, is if you see a dead one. They usually move in parties, So watch out for that. Also, bloodstains, trails, limbs, all those sort of things. Be on the lookout. Also, discarded and scattered holy symbols. It's a big clue that there could be a cleric or other trickster around. On the note of discarded items, please note that your insurance does not cover magic items or cursed items. And that is especially important for this mission. I will get to very soon. But if you are injured due to encountering an unexpected monster, insurance is fine. If you are cursed from picking up an item you weren't supposed to, insurance will just write the whole thing off. They won't do anything. All accidents, incidents, and damages must be recorded to the incident logbook. He taps the tome on the desk. All items should be recorded and left for collection unless expressly told otherwise. This is your first adventure, so have fun, but be careful. Also, new to this speech, you may have seen the Junior Adventurers Union. If you are a member, let us know, and we will take that into account as you go forwards.
If you're not a member, I have templates for you. Just read through them, and if you want to join, let Armin and me know.
Are there any questions?
No. Nope.
Excellent. Well,
What
then
if-
oh, yes.
Well,
What do you feed it? What do you feed the thing with the tongue?
Usually, they feed it leftovers, stuff that doesn't go into normal, things like tripe that people don't want to eat.
Instead of getting paid, maybe I could have that. I would not feed it tripe. That's just what I'm saying.
Well, I mean, Toby has their own contract. We can maybe discuss that. I'm not sure what their wages are exactly. They come from higher up.
All right.
Anyway, so the mission today. Dragon Barrow. This is a high level adventure. So don't worry. That someone's already been through and cleared out cleared out most of the dungeon. However, they reported that there were pit traps that could use filling before they return to try and retrieve a magic item. There is a magic item in there. We believe it is the... hang on a second. Let me just take a look. Oh, dear. The Dragon Slayer. A sword used by Lady Alagonda. But we haven't been able to retrieve it yet because of some terrible curse or trap. They didn't give details. You know how adventurers are. They like to keep the secrets to themselves in case another contractor tries to come in and swipe the loot from under them. But they said it would make it...
So we're not getting the longsword.
No. You don't need to collect the longsword. This is simply an easing mission. They've tried to go and collect the sword several times now. And every time they are finding traps and things, they keep forgetting about the pit traps and falling into them. So there are 3 pit traps that need to be filled in. If you could fill in the pit traps and check over the rest of the dungeon and make sure there's no other traps that they've forgotten about, then that would be fantastic. Hence the quarterstaves. If you're not sure where pit traps might be, you can tap the ground to see if there's any traps ahead.
All right.
Easy mission.
I'd like a shovel. If I'm
yes.
gonna if I'm filling in a pit trap instead of some kind of quarterstaff, why don't I just get a shovel? Then I
Yes.
can just hold one thing instead of 2 things.
Very good point. I left the shovels outside in the yard. They're awfully muddy, so we can collect them outside.
I'll take the quarterstaff.
I will also pick up a shovel when we're outside, just in case.
Can I attach the shovel to the quarterstaff?
You and your fast.
It just seems like a lot of
Blended.
work. Like, what if we just had like a shovel? You can hit stuff with it. You can dig stuff with it. Like, I don't know.
That's
I'm-
kind of true. So
Yeah.
Phil, you can have back the quarterstaff. I will just.
I'm
pay
gonna keep the
shovel.
quarterstaff.
Okay, well, you know that this is why we let adventurers adventure, and I stay back here and handle the counts. Any other questions? I can mark Dragon Barrow on your map. There you go.
Oh yes.
Do you also have a map from the place we have to clean out?
Yes.
Dungeon map?
Yes, indeed, I do. Now, when you approach the place, it is on the hill, which is sort of shaped like a dragon. You'll see what I mean when you get to the top. There is a secret entrance at the spine at the very top of the hill. So when you get to the top of the hill, you'll see stones that look like they make a spine, and the hill, as you look down from the top, you'll see, oh yeah, it kind of looks like a dragon.
Okay. Also, the fly from my parents' house has followed me back home. I just saw it and I was like, no,
No.
damn it.
Phil, anything else down there that we need to be afraid of? Any living things?
I'm not sure the extent that the previous adventure explored the dungeon, but we normally wouldn't send anyone below 5th level to this sort of tomb, so do be careful.
Ah,
Okay, if we see something, run and report later on to you.
Have fun, but be safe.
don't die. we need little pins that say "Have fun, don't die."
Yes.
Oh,
Armin
Armin takes out a piece of paper and writes that down for later. Have fun, don't die. Make pins. Folds
Okay.
it up, puts it in her pocket.
How far is it to walk there, Phil?
A good question. It's over towards Neverwinter Wood.
Huh, maybe
Uh,
we'll encounter my
It's
husband's party.
It's about 40 miles northwest of Fandalin. I have booked you a coach, so you'll have transport there and back. It's once again, it is we've set up a contract with Brian the Kobold.
Yes.
So he's now handling most of our transport needs. You should arrive there by tomorrow morning.
I lean over and whisper to Callie, I hope Phil hasn't recognized Daisy the cow.
I don't think so. He's probably just talking to. Fine.
Hopefully.
Well, she's white now. It's a different cow.
Yeah, it's a different cow. And while Rumble like kind of is on the table, anytime that he takes a step or something, Armin's just gonna take her rag out and like start wiping the table. Keeping it clean.
So, without making eye contact at all, Rumble starts like slowly tap dancing around, like as if it's just happening by accident.
Just not paying attention, so she's just like trying to do it discreetly, like.
Okay, well, it's a long trip, so you can rest on the cart. Brian has instructions. Any other questions before you go?
Nope.
Well then, have a fun
Wait,
adventure.
last question. So it's called the Dragon Barrow?
Yes, because it's
Is
shaped
there
like a dragon.
Okay. I was gonna check if there was a dragon there, but
No, lots of
Okay.
dragon themes. It's shaped like a dragon. There's a dragon slayer sword, allegedly.
Gotcha.
I'm sure you won't counter any dragons. About 74% sure.
Okay.
It just
Oh,
seems
okay.
like, why would a dragon hang out right next to a dragon slayer sword when they could be anywhere in the world? Why would
True.
they like, oh, I'm gonna hang out here in a little
Well-
route next to a sword? I'm
To
just
be fair,
with a dragon, I would not do that.
it's like highly unsuspected that they would. So it's a good place to be, to hide, because it's the last place we would look.
Yeah, you know what I bet there's a lot of there? Germs.
Oh no.
Yeah, think about that on the ride over.
No. Nope, I'm not going there to clean. We're going to fill in pits.
Yes, no cleaning, Armin.
No
That's-
cleaning, just filling in pits.
Oh no, as far as I know,
Wiping in the table.
as far as I know, that the tunnels are kind of rough hewn. Cleaning them would do no good. You just reveal more layers
Yeah.
of mud, and I suppose
Yeah.
you could polish it eventually.
Don't give her ideas.
Nope, I'm not hearing all of this. Nope. La 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 la, and she'll walk out.
Rum, just to be, should I just place a chair that you can climb, or should I just carefully put you, since I put you on the table?
No, that's very considerate, but I'm just gonna jump right on your shoulder. You can carry me right on the shovels, and we'll pick the best one. I know a lot about picking out good shovels. I'll do you a favor.
Let's give it a try. Callie will just turn around that the back is showing to Rumble.
And he climbs right up and sits on her shoulder and like hooks his arm right around one of her horns and is like kind of giving her directions.
Callie is following directions on the shovels.
Oh, this
Outside,
is much better.
outside, you see the familiar sort of brassy green kobold with his cart painted white and cow painted white. It's Brian. Hello again. You're right.
Brian! Hi!
Long journey this time, so I've kitted out the back with bed rolls. So if you want to get a sleep whilst we're moving, we can. I'm looking at getting suspension for the car. I'll just try and pick a smooth road.
Yeah!
That would be lovely.
How are the kids?
Doing very well, adjusting to city life. It's different than living in a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
But, weirdly, despite the insults, we get more respect here.
Huh.
I mean,
That's good.
no one goes on holiday without telling us.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Plus, working for myself's been real nice, too.
Lucky everything is working out. Brian, these are our new companions, Nettle and Rumble. And Rumble.
Hello.
Yeah.
And I think Rumble leans over to Nettle and is like, hey, did somebody paint this cow white or what? There's something kind of weird going on around here. Who's painting a cow? Are these people? I would keep your
How
shovel,
obvious white.
keep your shovel close. That's all I'm saying.
It's part of the brand. You see, I'm a white cow kobold.
Done.
And we are definitely safe with them. They're our
Yeah.
friends. Walking over to Daisy, just giving her scruffles, not even trying to pull out the droopy salad because eating it.
Yeah,
Was
she.
there any droopy salad left?
I mean, if there was
a little bit.
If there was
There
any
was.
droopy salad left, I imagine that Daisy would remember the salad the same way that you two remember the Mines of Fandelver.
Oh no! Glazed look in their eyes.
Oh. No. Good girl. And then going to the cart and probably turning around so Rumble can just climb off the shoulder onto the cart.
I think it gives you a nice little pat on the shoulder. And he's like, oh, you're a good girl.
Thank you.
Armin's gonna climb up and do the thing where if you're on a boat, you sit toward the very front. If you're a kid, Just gonna sit toward the very front of the cart.
If you want
Get
to
comfy.
sit up, Armin, you could ride up front. That's an option.
But it's like a cozy little like camp in the back.
It's
I
true.
just wanna get comfy and like nest.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Well, anyway, is everyone in?
Armin starts making a nest of blankets.
And
Nettle
Brian,
Sits
Go on.
down. No, I just said Nettle just goes in, sits down.
Callie would go last, just to make sure everyone and everything is on board, and just sit at the edge, probably dangling her legs down, just looking back and more listening to what's happening behind her.
I think Rumble goes and sits in the front and starts talking about potential kinds of suspension they could put onto the cart and like nails and stuff like that.
Yes.
well, I've heard about a new flax system that seems interesting. There's a metal worker who says he can coil metal to make suspension. I'm not sure about the whole thing. But Brian will drive through the night, and you all will arrive at Dragon Barrow the next morning. He pulls up by the side of the hill as it starts to incline and says, Daisy will struggle getting up the hill with the cart, so I might as well set up camp down here and wait. The
Armin
forest-
emerges from a pile of blankets that she's been underneath. Are we there?
We're here, yep.
Oh, okay.
That was safe. Quick ride, thank you,
Yeah.
Brian. And Callie would jump off.
I assume that you're going to be most of the day in there, so I'm going to get myself some rest now so I can drive you back through the night when you're done. Time is money.
Yep.
Thinking.
Yeah, you did a good job. Even though your cow is like painted a weird color, I think you're doing all right.
Thank you. Wonderful.
All right. I take out the map.
You are currently standing at the bottom of a hill. It's difficult to make out which, the map only really shows, a picture of the dragon, tail
From
up,
the-
head down from the top.
Yeah.
But you can see
Okay.
stones going along part of the hill, and one of them is on the highest peak, so...
Let's go toward that.
Let's walk a bit. Stretching legs, probably not the worst. And
Yeah.
let's see who can find the entrance first.
Yep. I wish I had the ASMR thing with the wings and I could go fly. But I don't think I get that till second level or something.
I wish that I had legs that were as long as the rest of your legs, so I could keep up with you. You're running up the hill. It's still gonna be there when we get there. Just walk. Or you could carry me again. I mean, that's fine.
I slow down.
I slow down too. Careful. Just looking also at Nettle. Do we just go slowly
Slower?
with our little friend?
Have to hurry?
I don't think we didn't get a time.
Yeah,
line. I'm quite
Let me pull out the contract and see if there's a time limit.
No time limit.
Okay.
Would just be nice for Brian probably if we return not too late.
I'm good. Walking slow, it's fine.
Okay.
There's a lot of tall grass around here. That's all I see. Grass. Is there something interesting up there or what? Because this is a pretty tall hill, and I'm tired.
Just stones up there. So let's see. And a view, I could guess.
So, as you climb, you quickly rise on this steep hill, 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet. It's about 45, 50 degree angle, so quite steep climbing. As you come across a sort of a lull in the incline, you can take a bit of stock. You can see that one of the stones up there has been toppled over.
Hmm.
That's it.
I want to check around for secret tunnels or entrances
Where you are, or near the stones?
near the stones.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Okie doke. Ooh,
Hey,
alright.
you look at that. So you see near the stone that's toppled, grass of different color, in about a patch 3 feet diameter. Someone's covered a hole.
Look, someone's covered a hole. I poke at it with the long stick, or the quarterstaff.
Yeah, you know what's good for digging holes? Shovels.
Yeah,
Maybe you should poke it with the shovel instead. It's got a pointy part on it for digging.
I'm checking for traps.
As you remove this cover, you can see about a 2 foot wide spiral staircase with very small flagstone steps, sort of
Alright.
laid into the mud.
Cool. Well, we found it.
Let me just clean something up here, and Caddy would try to push the stone back up where it probably was.
Make me a perception or wisdom based check.
Oh god.
I hope this doesn't go back over the hole.
Even on a 9, you can tell this stone will cover the hole.
Okay, then it will stay where it is.
Callie, what are you doing?
I just want to get the dragon back. It has now.
Not a good idea. We're gonna get trapped.
Okay, then will we leave maybe to clean?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's go down there. Looks tight. Okay.
No, I like this. This is good. I like whoever made this staircase did a nice job.
Hey, Rumble, are you good at finding traps?
Yeah. I'll give it a
Wanna
go.
go first?
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's do it.
All right.
But all you, you gotta like call to me if you get stuck.
Gotcha.
You know, Kelly's got like big horns on her head, and she's got kind of a big head. All you big-headed women, you're gonna get stuck.
It's
You gotta
mostly
tell
fluff.
me.
Mostly
Well,
fluff.
I'm just saying, you take up a lot of space. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna walk behind you and like have the stick and like poke at things, just in case.
So I think he starts down the stairs. At maybe, can we? Yeah, can I do like a perception check to see what he sees, or is it investigation to like really make sure that it's stable?
Either would be fine. Okay,
Rock on.
yeah. These steps are solid. You can see that they are. These are like great steps, well laid. Despite being in the mud, they'll probably give way over time. But whoever laid these, they were a craftsman. No traps.
All right, come on down. It's looking good. Look at these steps. They're very nice.
So well done.
As you get
Cool.
to the bottom of the steps, consulting your map and looking around, you can tell that you are in the central area. There are tunnels around like a central column around 15 feet diameter. So it's like a sort of like a roundabout. There's tunnels that go north, west, south, and east. West and east, there's 2 tunnels which look like they join shortly later.
You said east has 2 tunnels?
West and east.
Okay.
As you investigate the tunnels, You see a light shining down the south tunnel.
A light coming from the south tunnel?
Yeah, you could say that, yeah. It just looks like doesn't look like it's illuminating from the tunnel. You can just see a light sort of hanging in the tunnel.
Okay, I'm gonna take a pebble, cast light on it, and chuck it down the tunnel.
Okay. As you cast light and throw the pebble down the tunnel, it illuminates the tunnel around it. The tunnel goes down straight south for about 5 feet, and then quickly curves off in a sort of S-bend shape. And sort of you can just see around that S-bend where the pebbles landed, there is a sort of ethereal-looking light. It looks different to the light from your pebble. Just at the end, around the corner.
Huh. So,
Should
okay.
have a look at that before we go somewhere else and it comes from behind. Tries
Yeah.
Didn't
Are there
still say
on
that
the
it's down here?
on the map we have? Does it say where there are any of the pit traps that are already, or like the paths that they've already gone down, or is it just like map?
The map is not marked.
Okay. Armin
And
takes out her quill.
You might remember Phil talking about the adventurer getting lost and falling down holes in random places, so it
Yeah,
might
yeah,
be that they don't really know.
Okay. She's gonna annotate the map as we go. And should we, I guess, check that one out first?
Well, it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense not to look at the spooky light.
True. True. Could I look around for a trap that, like, while we approach the light? While I poke the ground?
I mean, if you want to, you tell me. This is your dungeon at this point.
I'm gonna look.
Wide is the hallway.
This hallway's about 5 feet wide.
Okay.
Sort of 4 to 5 feet, your average sort of hallway size.
I'm gonna look for traps as I go toward the light and poke the ground.
You
Don't
may
go towards the light.
Oh no!
use
This is what we're
perception
not
or
supposed to do.
survival.
Yeah. Let's go with perception.
And Armin, before you leave, maybe you want to be tied to me on a rope in case you fall in, that I can.
Also fall in.
No.
If you both fall in, I am not going to be able to pull you out. I mean,
But the rope is a good idea.
Maybe. At least the one going first should be tied to someone in the back, that in case they get
Yeah.
to it, we can try to not have them drop completely in there, because we don't know what is in the pit.
That's a good idea.
I'm good with not.
Cool.
Okay. So you want the little guy to go first so you can pull him out of the pit.
That was my idea,
Yeah,
great
man.
idea.
Is this what you were trying to get to
If-
say?
If
I've
you're
said it, but
fine with it. You were so good in checking everything
Yeah.
out. so-
yeah, that's fine. But next time we're going up a big hill, you gotta carry me. That's all I'm saying.
Fair.
You have a deal, dear sir. Definitely. And if we have to climb anything in here, I will definitely help.
Yeah, I have new strength gauntlets. I'm good at strength now. Extra good.
I think Rumble sighs and he like ties the rope around himself and he's like with a lot of like sighing and like dramatically, you know.
Nettle is gonna like crouch down and slap his hands away and do a proper knot. So he isn't like fumbling with the rope.
Okay, in that case, could you make me a sleight of hand check, but rather than adding your dexterity modifier, could you instead add your wisdom or intelligence, depending on how you would have learnt knotting? Experience or books?
I have the sailor background.
Oh, no check required. You can tie a safe knot.
I figured.
Yeah.
And Rumble's like, oh, that's a little tight. That's a little tight.
You can take it.
Well, it's already tied on, so I guess I'm gonna have to. And he starts off down the tunnel. I think he wants to investigate the tunnel as he goes, like poking it and just sort of looking around.
Okay, so yeah, you can use perception or survival.
Behind you, I guess, right? Or someone else attached to you.
Yeah, who is going to be attached?
I can.
I think we're all quite. I'm not sure, Nettle, how strong you are, but
Not very.
okay. Then Armin, maybe one of us.
Yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Rumble, he's like, oh, this rope is so tight. It's like I can't even eat lunch. I brought this whole sandwich. I'm not even going to be able to eat it. And he's not paying attention at all because he's so distracted by the chafing.
So as
The
you
baby
are
powder.
heading around this S-bend, you see the light, the ethereal light, move further down the tunnel away from you. And as you do this, as it moves, you heading towards it, feel the ground give way beneath your feet.
No.
It's getting away! Ah!
Wait.
Hey, pull me back!
How long did you make the rope between you? Important question.
Oh, probably like 10 feet.
Yeah.
Like, because I wouldn't want to be too close.
I think you.
Because
just
then
make
we
sure
would both fall in.
I think it would have to
rope
be
just
further than
needs-
10 feet.
Further than 10 feet? Like
the
15?
rope-
Like this.
Oh, yeah.
Short.
Just make sure the rope is not dangling between you, that you are not too close, so in case.
So like 15 or...
Yeah.
Because then that'll give us extra room to like tie.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
is this the length of the rope or the length between you?
Between.
Between you. Okay, so you've got not 15 feet of rope, not. Is that what you're going for? That's quite long. That's like 2 of the rooms I'm in.
10 feet?
Have some rope too. It's the good stuff.
And thank you so much, Paige, for that £10 donation. You get to gift someone an automatic success. Let us know who.
Thank you.
Which reminds
I
me,
think-
thank you also Lauren, who donated an advantage to Jenna earlier using their subscription.
Whoop whoop. I think 15 feet would be good because I'd have sliding time.
Okay, so then,
Well, and maybe Armin's holding it like, like coiled up a little bit.
Yeah, like when you like walk a dog, you like kind of loose wrap.
Oh, I see how it is. I see how. Okay, yes. Yes, I will remember this the next time I need a favor from you. I'm like your pet.
okay.
I'm just gonna stop digging myself a hole and yep.
Well, there's a hole already dug for you, fortunately.
Yeah, I
Ah!
know.
So then, Armin, if you're holding the rope, can you please give me a strength saving throw?
Oh, okay. Not proficient in it, but let's see how it goes. All right.
Hey,
Alright.
that's a good strength save. So, Rombil, you fall maybe 4 or 5 feet before stopping suddenly. Below you, you can see rows of rusty swords bedded into the bottom of this pit as you dangle above it. Armin has got you, they're holding you, but you can see the foot is about 10 feet deep, so you're 4 feet away from like 3 feet swords. It's closer than you'd probably be comfortable with.
I found one of the pits. Now pull me out. All right, gonna get shish kebab. Let's go.
Start pulling him out.
There's like maybe there are dragon swords down here. There's got a whole bunch of them.
Do any of them look extra shiny and magical?
I don't know. They all look pointy. Like, get them away
To be
from me.
fair.
I don't know.
That would be a great
Get
hiding
me
spot.
Just get me out of here.
I pull him up.
You can pull Kali up, but we'll use the 16 strength save. And you have found your first pit.
To be fair, it'd be a really good hiding spot.
And
For
I
us.
think Rumble comes
Oh.
running over and like gives Armin a hug and is like, I forgive everything you ever said about me being a dog.
I didn't mean it.
Yes. Well, you can say it anytime you want to if you don't make me die.
Got it.
Okay, then
Oh.
let's fill the hole up, which sounds weird, but okay. Callie
I
will
have a spell for this.
use the shovel and try to just start shoveling dirt into the pit.
Where are you getting the dirt from?
That's what I was about to ask.
You will just use a little bit here and there from. It's a question of path we are walking on. Is it dirt or is it stone-ish?
It's dirt with stones inlaid,
Ah, that's very hard to dig.
but around you the walls look quite smooth.
This is what I'm thinking.
No.
What if we just took the swords and pushed them over so that if you fell down, it was fine?
You
Will
just
you
get
still
sliced a little if you move.
fall and
Yeah,
hurt
well,
yourself?
I mean, you would just take them all out. Like, I don't know. What are they stuck in
Idea.
there with?
Oh wait, no, that idea wouldn't really work. Never mind.
Like, are they glued in? Are they just sitting there? I don't know, but I mean, are we gonna be here all day if we're gonna be digging a pit? I don't know.
I have
I-
create or destroy water.
Yeah, so now you're gonna
Didn't
make it
say
like a
what to
bathtub
fill it
of
with.
death? It's like a bathtub of death. I don't know.
Can we fill it with water?
Are you gonna talk some sense into her? Because she's not listening.
But if the water stays in there, the people will see there's water, and if they fall, they will still fall. But it's then their
That is-
fault. That's
Oh.
I mean, if someone decides to dive,
Yeah.
that's a bad time.
Oh yeah.
Okay, what about this? What if we made a sign that said, don't dive, shallow
Like-
and swords?
Like one of those shallow end little like
Yeah.
diving things, but
And
with
we
pointy
could-
things.
Right, and we could have like the guy, and he's like this, and his head's getting chopped off by some swords, and also his neck is broken. And then it's on them.
in the contract, did it say we have to just mark the pit, or
Fill the pit.
Let me check.
I think we need to fill.
It's almost like
And I
Phil's
al-
voice comes to you as you check the contract.
Mhm.
The pits must be filled in, other traps discovered, and marked appropriately.
Okay.
Resolved if possible.
I
You know-
say in a Phil-like voice as I read it aloud.
Could just
Um,
take from the sides and kind of like
Just like
extend
yeah,
instead
just
of-
like then it's like walking a little bit up and down, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think filled in with water and a sign. That's filled in.
Oh,
That's
filled
appropriate.
in.
On for me. I don't know. You know him better than me, but I think this is fine.
Get it filled in. Ha. Ah.
I mean, is this Phil guy gonna come out here and like check it?
Although I
Check-
only have
look.
two. I only have 2 spell slots,
so we need to at
and
least-
it only creates up to 10 gallons of clean water.
that's
Oh
not
yeah,
much.
that's just gonna make the swords wet.
Little with little sticks. The face palm.
Puddle.
Oh, we've made a.
We could make like a slip and slide where they could slide right down into the swords, and then it would be more effective.
No.
You think you're in the wrong career.
We would be so good in building traps. Why do we get the job not to build them? That would be much nicer.
Accidentally build the traps.
Make them even better. We could improve them. But well,
Okay.
Naddle's gonna
Alright,
go to
let's-
the edge of the pit
Yeah.
and kind of
fill it in.
poke the edge with a shovel to see if it gives.
yeah, Kylie would join and try the same just to see if we can
So, Nettle, as you sort of like poke, can you give me an investigate roll, please?
Oh,
Start
boy.
to cave in. That wouldn't be good.
Okay, you can tell that this is gonna be hard labor, but it's doable even by someone of average strength. Meta, what you discover is it's probably a DC 10 to fill in the hole using the sides, but it would take about 4 or 5 turns per side, which could be reduced by everyone doing it.
Hey God, Mr. DM,
Yes, indeed.
would thaumaturgy help? Loosen the dirt?
Like with a spoopy voice.
No. No,
Like-
you can call it's like tremors. Like This is up to you.
Doesn't it
Orcas.
specify a sensory effect?
Yeah.
I don't know. This is why I'm asking.
I will double check, but I suspect it's only a sensory effect.
Damn. Okay, never mind then. Okay. So let's fill in the hole.
Yeah, just start.
Do you know, it just says harmless tremors, and seeing as you're making a trap safe, sure, it'll make it easier. Why not? you can all roll with advantage while you do it.
Yes. So this is a strength check.
Strength checks, yes, to fill in the hole. We need 6 successes to fill in the one. There's one.
Woo.
Dirt starts falling amongst the nat 20 will give you 2 successes straight off the bat.
Oh god.
The
I
pit's
rolled-
halfway filled. Like, Armin, you start filling it in, and then Nettle just comes in and starts going ham on it. You know, there's another success from Callie. That's 4.
Oh boy. So I guess we try again.
Yeah, next round.
Next
I mean-
round.
At this point,
Yeah.
Oh,
Romball
Yeah.
is not helping. Romball is not helping. I think he's probably like as far away as possible on the end of the rope, and he's leaning on a shovel, and he's like, "Yeah, get some over there. You could get a little more over there. That would make the path a little nicer." Like, but he is not going anywhere near that hole again.
I think
I think
Nettle, you've made the classic schoolboy error. It looks like to me. Why don't you describe it?
I just spent all my energy at first, and then when I got to the other side, I was spent.
Yep. So at the moment, the hole is about a 1.5 foot, 2 foot drop. I mean, there's no pointy swords, but oh, there we go. Callie decides to come along and finish off the job. Just
Let me help.
smooths it out into a nice, gentle dip. Congratulations, you've made the first pit trap safe. Oh, I should change this to dungeon music. We're being very happy for a dungeon right now, aren't we?
Well, we are having quite some fun at the moment.
You know, with near-death experiences and everything.
That's true.
I don't trust that floating light.
Armin, also maybe still mark where we.
Oh, it's
had-
already marked.
But why I'm saying anything I should do.
So here's a question: like, do you think,
There's an
like,
answer.
normally, like when you do this, are all the pits in like a pit section, or are they going to be evened out? Like, should we keep looking after this light, or do you think this part is it like done?
Well, I don't trust that light.
And
Oh,
Looking,
I think we still need to check for pits to move on because it's just 3 pits in a lot of tunnels, so it could be
And-
anywhere.
It could be anywhere, and as I remember, they said it was most of the dungeon was cleared,
Also,
and that light makes me uncomfortable.
yeah, and
I
it would
would-
make sense to have like a pit right after a pit because people don't expect it.
Right? Yeah, because you
Ah,
try to jump over the pit, and then there's another pit. I
As
poked the
you
ground
are-
past the pit.
as you are looking at this light, you can see it fades and disappears.
that light's been there a long time. Watching you all work on this pit. I don't know, man. I guess it got kind of bored,
But
so we better go get it, I guess.
I'm curious what is
It
there.
It knows we're talking about it.
Maybe it's shy.
You never know.
You never know.
I
But
poke the ground past the pit.
be careful, Armin.
Does that mean
Shouldn't we send
Armin's
our
going first now?
friend?
No,
I
I'm
am
no.
not touching you. Like, I am not. You are like 4 times the body mass I am.
I don't
not.
want to walk forward.
I don't want to
I
walk forward
just-
either, but I am. You are going on those swords, girl.
I
Like,
just
right
wanna
in.
check.
So, okay, I'm just saying. I'm not like. I don't want. I'm gonna land on you. You're gonna go in the swords. I'm gonna land on you. I'm gonna be fine. You're gonna be dead. You want me to go first. I don't want to go first, but I don't want you dead. You did just save my life.
Okay. I'm not gonna walk forward, but because I don't walk forward, I like want to check the area that I would be walking forward on. Does that make sense? I'm checking for a pit trap after the pit trap.
Okay, so as you use your quarterstaff or spade,
Yes.
yeah,
My quarterstaff.
to check, why don't you make me a perception or survival check?
Okay.
Okay, ground seems secure enough. You can see a little further down the room. The tunnel opens up into a room. Again, rough hewn.
All right. So no pit trap after pit trap. I'm not going first.
If Kelly would stand basically next to Armin and just have hand on her shoulder to hold her as well, would she get like advantage in case she would need a strength again? Like if I would help her just to steady?
It depends. Are you just holding on or are you bracing?
That's a good question. Do you wear a belt, Armin?
I do wear a belt.
I would just hold on to the back of her belt, like hand in her belt, just like holding on and walking, trotting behind Armin and
It's like a
Rumpel.
like one of those child leashes a little bit.
Yep.
But like just like holding onto the back of my pants or something.
So
Or I'm wearing a skirt, so yeah, back of my
I just want to be clear. Is Rumble in the front?
Yep.
Okay, because otherwise he's like being dragged. So he's like,
Please,
all right,
please.
here we
Got
go.
you.
Helpful.
How's Nettle feeling
right.
through all of this? Oh, muted.
Alright,
That's okay. There we go.
tired after picking the first part of the pit, like going insane, and then kind of dying on the second part. But other than that, she's fine.
Fantastic.
Is
Okay.
she already regretting that she's with a group of weirdos?
So,
I mean, sailor, so she's
Oh.
used to it.
Crazy. That's good.
Picturing like the Island of Misfit Toys, but the D&D version.
so
Oh,
as
no.
you proceed ahead, Rombil, why don't you give me another perception or survival check, checking the ground ahead of you?
Sorry, it's just taking me a second here.
Okay. Hey! So as you check the ground ahead of you, maybe a bit more cautious after nearly falling on some swords, you can see that this ground is solid, and as you enter this room, it's a sort of roughly hewn triangle. Like, it looks like a room that's maybe collapsed, and then, like, they've just made that safe-ish. So it's only a triangle of, like, room is left, though it's all really rough hewn, so it's not really, you know. It seems like there's a small tunnel over to the left in the corner, but ahead there are bones scattered on the floor. As soon as you get close to the bones, they begin to knit together.
Shit. I should have checked.
I got good news and bad news. The good
Reeling
news,
back in.
if there's a pit trap, it's filled in. The bad news is there's a lot of bones. Do it.
I'm reeling you back in.
Get
Rumble.
away from the bones.
As you are being pulled back away from these bones, you see that they assemble into a skeletal horse. They rise. They sort of come together and then rise like a skeletal horse.
Oh, hey,
no.
it's a pony.
A horse!
Oh, I'm...
Callie will run forward. She
No.
doesn't care its bones. She's just seeing animal!
And I try to reach out and grab her horn.
Rummaging through... You already have Rumble in your hand. You are busy, young lady.
My quarterstaff.
Oh,
You want to try and stop Callie with a
my
quarterstaff?
religion.
Yeah, just kind of put it out to stop her.
A tripping check. I feel like that's either athletics or an attack roll.
Let's go athletics, because I don't want to hurt anyone.
Okay. Would you like to make an
Oh.
opposing athletics or acrobatics check to avoid being tripped, Callie?
Yep.
That's gonna
Let's
be easy.
It's a fairly low DC set.
Is it athletics or is it more
I feel like it's more acrobatics to
Yeah, I
avoid a
would say
staff.
even-
Yeah.
I'm horrible at that, but it makes more sense.
Callie goes down.
What is wrong with these people?
This is amazing.
Why? Sitting up, dusting myself. Why?
Yeah, where you've recently
Callie, no.
disturbed all the dirt, you're now, all messy, like...
I'm dirty, and probably lost a few things out of my
Oh no, the
pouch.
pouch.
Did I try to get something for the horsey? So I'm now searching for everything, trying to put it back. So now the droopy salad is also dirty.
I hate to tell you this, but the pocket bacon is now floor bacon.
No! No, not the
I will
floor,
have it
baby.
in my hand, staring at it for a while, just thinking about. She will still stuff it in her bag. Maybe someone will like it. Maybe
Dirty pocket bacon.
Nettle
What
offers
is
to take it,
Pony Pony doing?
but it's dirty now. And it has been in the pocket for quite a while, just to warn you.
Armin's keeping an eye on the horse while this is happening.
So Armin and Rumble, as you're keeping an eye on a horse, and as you retract Rumble quickly, it very slowly just starts pacing towards you.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know much
step
about
back.
horses. Is it like a friendly pacing? Is this what the horses do? They're kind of tall.
I'm gonna start stepping back further and taking Rumble with me.
Go. Tall legs. Go backwards. Feed it the bacon.
Horses
look-
don't eat bacon, and it's undead. And
It looks hungry. It's only bones. Give it something to eat. It needs protein.
it doesn't have a stomach.
Is Nettle trying to give the bacon to the horsey?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Oh,
why don't you
crap.
make me an animal handling check?
Ooh, that's gonna go horrible.
I mean, it could be worse. It goes to take the bacon from you. It seems to trust you. But, those teeth, maybe they catch your finger just a little bit.
Well, it happens.
It's not like it cuts you. You just get a nip, like a pinch.
See, it eats. That's why I wanted to.
Does it just kind of fall out of its skeletal head?
As it chews, it just then goes to the back of its head and just falls out when it gets to the neck.
See, this is good. Now you can collect it and give it to it again. It's like a self-perpetuating system. If we can get him to just keep eating it, we could just
It's
go by.
gonna make it into like a paste.
More like a powder, because there's no moisture in the
Yeah,
horse's
powder.
mouth.
It's like a walking mortar and pestle. Oh, I am not a fan, but is it being aggressive at all? No.
Not yet.
Oh crap. Armin does not like this at all.
What? But if we're just nice to it, maybe it's not doing anything. Horsey, did you glow before we came here? Did you do lights?
With the knowledge of undead that I would have, Would I know that undead horses make lights glow?
Give me
if they would or
a
not?
religion or history check.
Do
Uh,
religion.
Callie, in response to you talking to it, the horse makes a very dry.
I'm gonna. Can I use my my reroll?
It's not a reroll; it's an advantage. So I'm afraid
Oh,
it's
dang
call
it.
before you use.
Never mind.
And in this case, it's a good thing you didn't, because it wouldn't have helped you. Because
Yep.
both rolls are a 5.
Yep.
So
Shit.
possibly.
Never encountered an undead horse.
I mean, I know you don't like undead things, but if it's not attacking,
But it's not natural.
I mean, to be fair, walking around in a cave tied to some strange tall woman with some bacon and some sailor and some lady with horns is not natural either. But, you know, we all got to do what we got to do. Let's move on here. Like, if the horse is fine, just leave it. Who knows? It's eating bacon. Like, it's happy. Let's go see what else there we got to do. Time is money, right?
mark it on the map. That
I marked it on the map already.
Okay. And then we maybe just dear God, you said the tunnel was quite small. Did I get
Yeah.
that right?
It's on the left-hand side of the room. There's a narrow tunnel that almost comes back on you. It's less than 2 feet wide. It looks like only one of you would be able to go through at a time. And it looks very, very rough-hewn, like thin.
Like a burrow.
Yeah, but really tall. So it looks like it's been dug somehow.
Huh.
Do we want to go there?
I mean, you can cast light on something, just kind of throw
I'll
it.
cast light on a pebble and toss it down that way. See what happens.
Are you tossing it into the tunnel?
Yeah.
So it'll require you to walk past the horse.
Does it?
Yeah, well, it's
Oh,
inside the room, so...
Or could you throw it through the horse?
I hand it to someone who's closer than I am.
See, the thing is, this tunnel, like, nearly comes back on you, and the horse has walked towards you, so you sort of saw the tunnel,
Ah.
and then the horse has sort of, like, come right up to the entrance, so you need to go in the room to see, and the horse...
would make grabby hands for the stone.
Yep, I'm not taking it. Someone else takes it.
Pulling out the droopy, really poor-looking salad because it's dirty and just
Is it
like
slimy now? Like
No,
from
it's just
being
dirty.
decayed?
maybe a bit, but not too much. Well, the dirt is now stuck on it, so you can't
Oh,
release it.
gross.
But good horsey. We're just curious to see what is here. We're friends, not food. Just holding out.
That noise.
I'm trying to
This-
make a dry-sounding neigh. It's a new experience, honestly.
and she would try to very carefully pat because she doesn't want to destroy it. So really, like, very carefully if it lets her.
Okay, give me an animal handling check.
Oh boy. Do I use my auto success for this? Am I crazy enough? No, I will try it like
it's D&D. Worse things have happened.
we will go with the dice. And 11.
You don't shatter the horse. The
Okay.
horse doesn't attack you. It also doesn't seem to be affected by your actions. Like, it doesn't really react one either way. It's not like it nuzzles into your hand or shies away. It's almost like it doesn't notice.
Okay. She will then just carefully, slowly move towards the direction of the tunnel, but having an eye on Horsey and just talking the whole time in a calm voice, like, we're just here and you're a beautiful horse and these are all my friends.
Horsey turns to follow you as you go into the room, splitting yourself off from the party with the horse between you and the party.
I feel like the horse needs a name now.
We will come to that. Let's see how it goes.
I think Rumble calls it the Bony Pony, at least. For now.
I like the bony pony.
The bony pony.
Now this Bony Pony is like following us around. This is not like now we've got a pet. Are you gonna call this one a dog? Yeah.
I like.
Callie will try to get into an angle that she can throw the stone into the tunnel.
So you can see the tunnel isn't straight. You throw the stone in, you can see it sort of hits against a rough wall, and you can just about see that it turns left.
It's going around a corner, guys. I can't see much. Callie would try to figure out if she would even fit into the tunnel without her horns getting, like, stuck.
If it turns left, doesn't that mean it heads back towards the
Initially, yes.
Maybe?
towards
This is
the
about-
tunnel that we came from?
15 feet away from the tunnel you came from, but that tunnel also S-shaped.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm like, I was like drawing it as we were saying it. I'm like, wait, this is gonna cross back over.
Okay, so what do you do?
Choice here.
I will turn back to the other. Should we even try, or should we just check out the rest and just
Come
leave?
back. Like, do the others and then like come back and.
Investigate.
What I'm hearing you say is, make the tiny guy on a rope go in there. And I'm saying the answer is no.
Since I'm tied to
If you
you.
want to do it, Nettle, if you want to investigate it, then you do it. I am behind you 100%. Way behind, closer to the bony pony.
You can see that the bony pony will not fit down this tunnel.
Well, it can wait here, but do we really need to go into that tunnel? If we check out all the rest and it's fine, well,
Let's come back to it. Circle back around after we check the other tunnels.
what do you think, guys? First easy tasks and then see what is left?
That makes sense to me.
Alright.
Muted or very quiet? Cammy.
Oh, sorry, I'm probably very quiet.
Yep.
I can hear you, but your volume is a little low. Can you just quickly check that Zoom auto volume is off? In your audio settings, Chevron next to the mute, Zoom auto volume's in the middle. Make sure that's unticked and that your volume's all the way up. Well, actually, maybe not all the way up, but like most of the way up.
Hang on. Should be okay.
Okay. Just a little quiet, that's all.
Hmm.
Okay.
Weird.
I can hear you, so we'll carry on. Sorry, what was you saying just then?
Is this better?
Ooh, much louder. Now just bring it down
Sorry.
just a little bit.
Sorry.
That's okay. Like if you've gone to 100%, maybe just put it at like 90 or 80 just to take the edge off, and I think you're there.
No, I didn't. I just switched microphone.
That's much better. There you go. Cool. So yeah, carry on.
So, investigate? Or
Let's come back to it. So I can build up the courage to go past the horse.
it's friendly. I'm giving it a slight pat again.
Hard pass.
We will come back, friendo. Don't you do something crazy. Just take a rest. And Callie will walk back to the others.
As you make your way past the pony, into the tunnel, the pony follows you.
Oh, nope.
Yeah.
No.
Now you've got this pony. It's like, actually, you know what? This
The
is a beautiful
nightmare?
thing. Yeah, you make the bony pony the nightmare. Let's get it to go first. Like you could put some bacon on a string, and then it could fall in the hole.
But that's mean.
Oh, I see. It's fine to let your actual co-worker fall down a hole and almost die from a bunch of swords. But something that is literally legit already dead, You're like, oh, it's so mean. It doesn't have any feelings. It can't even eat.
But Rumble, we are paid to do this. Horsey isn't.
Won't it just reform? I
Yeah,
don't think it
it
takes
was lying on the
piercing
ground.
damage.
It was lying on the ground in a bunch of pieces. And maybe this is how it gets a vacation.
I like this idea.
I'm not sure it will walk in front of us, but we can try.
It can be the main attraction.
Oh, I like this.
Continue.
All in favor, say aye. But all opposed, say nay.
I think you're just stullying for time, so...
It's time to pony up, Callie. If you got any more, now's the time.
I'm gonna high five Rumble. Just
We can. Sorry, Horsey. Try. And she will pull out a carrot that looks fresh and fine, surprisingly, and just tie it to
don't be such a naysayer.
the end of her shovel, so the stick part, and holding the metal part, just like putting it up front because she has no quarterstaff, and just like, come horsey, horsey, carrot for you, and just point at it.
The horse sort of looks at the carrot and then looks at you. As much as it can without eyes, you know.
Yeah, it wants like bacon. Who wants a carrot?
It wants
and
our
a bunch of
souls.
Bacon.
I-
Yeah, that's fine. If you got an extra one of those, put that on the carrot. I mean, it's not gonna.
Where's the piece of bacon that fell through it? Nettle, do you still have it?
Oh
It's
yeah.
The
now
bacon
in
dust.
5 or 6 pieces on the floor.
Bacon dust.
I don't have any bacon left. Other.
I think in Rumble's actually, you know what, Nettle, I'm sure as a sailor you probably have like a needle and thread or something, or Rumble would, like for sails. Like, do you have some kind of like little, or anybody have something you could sew the pieces back together and like tie them onto the end of the stick?
I don't. We could use one part.
Mute it again.
Yeah, I can write real pretty, but
It was
That's
like
about it.
following us,
Looks
right?
Very well, but I will pick just one piece of bacon, just one of the tiny bits, just holding it in front of the horse, and just like throw it in front of us and see if Horsey is following.
It sort of looks at it and then looks at you.
I think it's following us, not the bacon.
Yeah, I'm honestly, don't think it will go up front.
Nope. And I'm like, pretty much like still walking backwards,
I think I will take
walking away.
back with Nettle because Horsey likes us both, and maybe Armin, Rumble, you go first, the same
Yep.
way we did before with the rope. Armin making sure, Rumble, you're not really falling into anything dangerous.
Mm-hmm. I like
What
it.
I'm imagining in my mind is that Armin's got Rumble like sort of as a little
Yeah.
human shield to like keep between, and he's like his little legs are dangling, and he's like, you know.
Yep.
It's almost like he's in a baby Bjorn at this point, like in front, you know, and he's like, oh, all right.
Yes.
So as you leave this tunnel, the horse, like as it goes into the dip where the pit trap was, sort of shakes its head happily.
oh, it was trapped.
Oh.
Buzz,
And you can get back to the central column.
let's do so.
You want to go to the north?
Does it come along? Does the bony pony come
It
along
follows.
with
Yeah,
us?
it follows behind Callie the whole way.
North it is. Armin, Rumble.
Sure.
To the
I
north.
guess we have a dead horse
Alright.
now.
Let's see, baby. It will be helpful, Armin. You never know.
I have never heard of it being helpful to have a pony. Yeah, you got that, didn't you?
I got
Armin? Yeah.
that.
We're buddies now. I like that.
Another high five.
Yeah, absolutely.
As you head north, you get about 5 feet up the tunnel when you see another light on just like a section, really. It's not like an S bend or anything. It's just a solid sort of like step in the path.
So
oh, like the light.
yeah, is this light like kind of Legend of Zelda Navi circle
Right.
light, or is it more of like a hue from like some wall sconces, or like is it like recessed lighting, or like
Recent
kinda-
lighting.
It's sort of like a green moat of energy.
I'm gonna chuck a pebble at it.
sorry, like MOTE moat, or like a MOAT moat?
MOTE moat, yeah.
That's a little disappointing, to be fair. Oh, it's like a little thing.
Yeah, it's like a little castle floating and the moat's
Yeah,
It's a little
illuminated.
moat.
There's like little, boots and tiny sharks floating around.
Tiny sharks. Oh.
So what?
Okay, I toss a pebble at it
As you toss a pebble at it,
to try to hit it.
it disappears.
Woo! I killed it.
All right, so now all the bad guys are afraid of tiny pebbles around here. This is like, I don't know.
Let's look for traps.
Same
All
system as
right.
before.
Yep.
Okay
Poke
then.
the ground in front of you. Poke the ground in front of you. Maybe you should
Rumble?
take a long stick.
Please give me the same check again. Perception or survival?
Can I help?
You would be if you do, you'd be very close.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind.
I think
No.
Rumble is like so busy coming up with more fabulous horse puns.
And the
And
light's
thinking
gone, so.
Right. And thinking about motes of energy versus motes of energy, that he's just like looking back to make some kind of funny joke to Ermin.
Yeah, and as you do, once again, you feel the ground give way just beyond that intersection. Armin, please give me another strength check. Saving throw.
Oh, a saving throw. Okay. Sorry. Wrong one.
Oh.
Oh, wait, no, what-
Sweet fantasy Jesus. This is not going very well.
Oh.
That was a check. Do you want me to do the saving throw, or is that
Is your saving throw
Solid.
ticked? Is it a proficiency?
no?
It's exactly the same roll then, so that is a 6.
Ah!
This time you slide forward as Rumble falls down. Perhaps you were laughing at the joke or offhand. Go on.
Can I try to jump? Because I would be still right behind her. I'm not sure I would grab her because I know she's really uncomfortable with me and the horse nearby.
Uh-huh.
But she would try to like
I just get like pulled out of frame.
Armin.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Can I assist?
So good at
Yes.
that.
How would you do so?
Grab 2 and maybe put my stick down with one hand and kind of leverage myself.
Then maybe you should roll dex and not. It's a question of how we do it.
You can both roll dex if you like. This isn't a
Okay.
too many cook situation. You can both do that.
let's see how it goes.
Oh boy, and it's a saving throw?
Dex saving throw. Oh.
That is.
Thank goodness.
Wow.
Thank
So
goodness.
Nettle,
I get
as
pulled out of
Armin,
frame.
as Armin starts to get pulled forward out of frame, you dive forward. You've got the reactions to grab them. Armin, I will allow you to make a second strength saving throw.
Oh god.
You have,
That'll
advan-
count as a reroll.
you have advantage. You don't need it.
On a 14, Rumble, this time you fall a little further before the
Oh,
rope goes
no.
taut.
Ah, you would have thought I would have learned the last time.
Roll
And
me a,
yet, I am.
roll me a 1d4.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay, how do
no.
I do that?
You can type
Pray.
Oh wait.
/R space 1d4. I'll put it in the Zoom chat for you so you've got an example. There you go.
They did.
One sword nicks you.
Ow!
Oh no!
I'm a big fan of people rolling their own damage, so please roll me 1d6 worth of damage.
No. We're shortening this rope later.
You take 1 point of damage from the one short sword.
Yeah, good thing I'm so hardcore. Ow, that hurt me a little bit.
Yeah. Like you're sort
One
of
arm is
dangling
reaching
amongst
out.
them. It's like maybe it's a longer sword than the others. Like
Uneven.
Back and forth. Hey, I found one sword that's a little longer than the other ones. Maybe this is that one you're looking for, but I found it. Finders keepers.
Oh gosh. I have one arm holding out, like, I guess, holding on to Callie, and the other one's just like holding on to the rope. Help.
Maybe we should pull them up.
Yep. Let's try to pull them up.
While they're pulling us up, you gotta look. Is this the right sword? Because I can try to hold on to it. And we can pull it out.
We're not
It
supposed to
looks
take
magical.
anything.
Oh, look at you all following the rules.
so
That's why I asked earlier. I was like, are we supposed to take the sword?
No. We
as
should-
you are all pulling, you can have the choice. You can either each roll on athletics or one of you can roll athletics with advantage.
Ooh.
Average or advantage of 1.
Average? Let's go with average.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're doing a strength thing or
Athletics checks.
Is there
athletic?
anyone really good at athletics? Because Rumble is not good at athletics.
I'm kind of good. I'm not the best, but
You should be good.
I
Solid
mean, I don't
rolls.
have proficiency,
Okay.
but I got a good bonus.
As you all roll very solidly, giving I think an exact average of 17, you pull Rumble out of the hole. Rumble, you're okay. Little bit of a nick.
Hey!
Oh,
Look at this. I got a wound.
Oh,
no!
Yeah.
Got a
Callie,
band-aid.
Callie will come over and just like pat you and straighten you off, and you get 1 hit point back. Lay on hands, yay!
Oh, that is nice. That's a that's a nice feature. That's nice. I like that.
Just wrap it in the sad salad.
healing salad.
That is a good idea. That is something Callie should learn. Using the stuff also to heal. I will mark that.
Medicine salad and then pocket salad.
Well,
So-
you use. I've seen people using herbs for salad. Is green.
You
Is
never
the-
know.
How does Bony Pony feel about this? Is it unmoved? Or is it sad that Callie seemed to be in danger?
Unmoved. Just as Callie got pulled forward, it followed.
Oh no, it's
Armin
imprinted.
turns around, it's just right there. Like, no.
I think we should try to do the same as last time. Let's get.
Yeah.
Thaumaturgy.
So, I'm not going to
Dig a
make you do
hole.
all the rolls again. You know how long it's going to take. You've all got a better idea of what you're doing. So, I will say it takes you about 20 minutes to half an hour to fill in the hole, if you all work at it. The only difference this time is there's a horse watching you the whole time on.
What if we had like
I am less focused.
what if we had like a little explosive and you could put it at the bottom and
Do we have
explode
that?
stuff? I don't know. I don't have an explosive, but
I don't either.
I mean I might have an explosive. I'm not sure what's in my stuff.
I'm just going to say off the cuff, I don't think explosives are included in any of the Explorers packs.
Mm,
I'm
No,
not
they are not.
100%, but I'm pretty sure.
No, it's not.
Nope. We
What
do
about
have
like
rations,
thieves'
rope.
tools?
As a rogue, I believe you would have thieves' tools.
I do have thieves' tools.
So you have like a small collection of
But-
like lock picks and
Yeah.
spars and bars and things that you can use to pick and crack, and probably a crowbar in there as well, I think.
Ski mask.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah,
look around the
maybe.
corner.
Okay, I think.
Yeah, little mirror.
I think Rumble's gonna take the crowbar and like pick off little stones and like sort of kick them towards the thing.
Yep. Yep. You contribute. You do. So after 20 to 30 minutes, you've got the same thing again, where you've leveled out the pit. There's a little bit of a dip where you've taken dirt from surroundings, but it's mostly smooth.
All right.
Just one,
Except one sword sticking up.
maybe.
That long sword that Rumble hit.
If you want to leave the sword sticking out, you can. I was going to assume you're going to bury it, but you could
That's
leave
gonna
it
be
just
a hell
so...
of a toe stub.
Yeah, you could leave it so either just like a toe stub or worse, like the tack in the shoe.
Yep.
You know,
Oh,
just the
no.
point. Like if I do it on the
Yep.
camera there, just the point sticking up. You know,
Just the tip.
just the tip.
Cut.
Jokes today are on point.
Yes, you're very sharp. Very sharp.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Just
All that
tie like a
matters-
red ribbon around the sword so it's noticeable.
All that matters is that it makes me giggle.
Do you have like a potato? You could stick it on the end. That's what I do.
I indeed have a butt.
Yeah. You put it right on there. Then if somebody falls on it, that's safe.
But we already marked it with a ribbon.
A ribbon and a potato.
Um,
I mean, it's gonna be a real pretty potato.
I like this idea.
Kelly will put the droopy dirty salad just draped over it because the potato is so good to eat. The droopy salad not anymore because it's dirty, so it's just like eating over it.
It's like a veil. You gave the sword a veil.
You can see on the other side of this pit, there is another room. Immediately, you can see it sort of like you can tell it's a room, but there's like a column of a wall, and it looks more like built wall actually. This looks like a white stone that comes down, but on either side there are two sarcophagi.
Oh god.
Uh-oh.
Oh wait, hold on. We're stopping here.
Should we make a check, Armin?
Just doing that now. I'm gonna use what is it? Eyes of the Grave, whatever that does.
Okay, can you click
I
on it
have
for
my-
me?
It's not in Roll20. I actually have to like.
If not,
Oh.
I could also use
I have it
my
marked in my book. Okay.
divine sense if we need to.
Eyes of the Grave. I can
Can
sense.
sense them up to 60
undead.
feet.
Yes.
I have it in Roll20.
Oh, that's fancy.
Yeah, I do. You have the ability to
Okay.
occasionally sense the presence of undead, whose existence is an insult. La 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 la. Okay, as you magically detect undead, there are none.
Whoa, what? None?
Well,
there should be one.
the horse. The horse procs. You know about the horse. The horse is there.
Its presence is an insult.
It is. Yeah, it's
So
an insult to the natural cycle of life. You know the location of it. It's right by your ear.
behind me. Oh god.
It's a very rude pony.
Yep. It's very. Does it like clank when it walks? Like just bony sounds?
It's just like sort of like. Have you ever heard the sound of bone on bone grinding?
Oh,
Uh,
no, don't say that.
I don't like it. It needs cushion. If you're taking this with you, Callie, it needs cushion.
I'm not sure I have a say in this, but we will see. Maybe Brian can do something with it. We will. Could I also do my divine sense just to be curious?
Please do. Pop it if you've got it.
I got it.
There we go.
So,
Okay.
so it would be undead, which is just horsey, celestial, or fiend. I'm not sure, but I would also know if the place in front of us has been consecrated, desecrated, or something like that.
Just realized that I am horribly spelling sarcophagi. I don't even
So-
marked it on my mem. Like, sir, that is not right.
Evil word.
There are no celestial fiends or undead within 60 feet.
Okay.
At some point, the room ahead of you has been consecrated. There are several sarcophagi. It seems to be, if not like church holy, respect for the dead holy. You know, like a graveyard.
Ah,
Okay.
okay.
Okay. I will share. So I don't think we should disturb that.
Nope.
And
Nope.
I'm not sure if they would put a pit there because it would be weird.
Yep.
Maybe check around the sarcophagi
Carefully.
Mm-hmm.
just
Well-
to make sure
Respectfully and
they're
carefully.
Okay.
If one of you approaches the sarcophagi, you'll see the rest of the room. You'll see it lends itself to a much longer, deep room, and at the end, there is a grand sarcophagi.
Oh.
Sort of made of stone, but a statue has been engraved on it, and resting on the ground right next to it is a longsword.
Oh, let's
glinting.
not touch that.
But it's
I mean, didn't Phil say like normally they don't send level 5 or belows to this kind of?
Yeah.
But this was super easy to find.
Yeah, like we just walked down a tunnel. I feel like this is a trap.
Yeah, feels like a trap.
To quote Admiral Akbar.
It's a trap.
That
It's
you
a
see
trap.
in the pub, he runs the navy. The admiral, everyone knows him.
I'm writing it down.
It's canon.
Yep.
Rumble says, sorry everyone, I was spacing out. Did anything important happen while I was thinking about my belly button?
They have found sarcophagi, and on the ground in this room, there is a sword next to a grand sarcophagi with a statue of what looks like a woman in armor.
but no undead around. So
No undead, no celestials, no fiends.
well
Can
except
I-
Horsey. But
Except Horsey.
Detect magic.
Sure thing.
How far away is the fancy sarcophagus?
About 30 feet deep into the room.
Ah, crap. Okay. I'll walk around with detect magic near the other sarcophagi, and then kind of scoot forward and get within range.
So,
So it's 30 feet, I think.
as you get closer, you slip past these two unmarked sarcophagi.
Oh god.
You can also see as you get deeper into the room, as your light illuminates the far wall, the bones of a dragon against the wall. As you can see, like,
Ooh.
a side profile of its face. And this is where this person has been consecrated, I guess is the right word. Your detect magic pings heavily off of the item on the floor.
Oh, I want it so bad. Must resist.
You also get, in that you get the type, right? So you get evocation, transmutation, and enchantment. You also get from around the room, generally, like a feeling of transmutation, evocation. No enchantment, though. It's sort of like, it's very faint, though. It's sort of like a mist.
Okay. All right. So we found it. I tell them all that. I say we. What do we have to do? We have to Fill in the pit traps. Oh, you're
No.
wet. Oh, you're taunting
Wait.
me. I know it.
Wait. What I'm hearing you say is, there's like a big thing on the floor we can take and just pretend we don't have it, right? What's Phil gonna do? Come in and be like, oh, you took the sword on the ground? Like, if you want the sword,
Can
take
we
it.
replace it with a different sword?
It's not, yeah, we can go back and unbury the potato sword. Like, who cares? Like, there's like a million swords here. They're all way too big for me. I don't care what you do with the sword. You know, I'm not gonna tell him. That guy was a jerk. You help me get that chest thing with the tongue as my pet. I will help you. I will never stop.
You mean Toby?
Yeah, I like that guy. They're just feeding him tripe. That's not right. And you know what? For some reason, I'm thinking about cats in my mind. It's like they're surrounding me. I don't know why. But I think you should just take the sword. What, you know, if Phil doesn't like it, he can come here and get it back from you. I don't know.
But what happens if it's guarded? They wouldn't just have a
like
thing like this lying around. I am eyeing the dragon skull.
Yeah, I feel like if we touch it, it's gonna be like some like Temple of Doom type thing or Indiana Jones type escape we're gonna have to pull.
I am a bit scared that comes to life like Horsey.
Yep,
All right,
me
but
too.
what are we supposed? Then we at least got to put up a sign that says "sword." Don't touch it. You might die. I mean, they told us we had to do something about all the stuff. What are we gonna do? Just leave it there? You gotta put a potato on that without touching it? You gotta touch it. You're never gonna forgive yourself if you don't touch it. You're gonna wake up in the middle of the night.
Touch it.
And you're gonna be like, I could have touched it. But also,
Stop waving that card around.
I would also like to request, Nettle, that you untie me from her before she.
No, we're staying tied.
I mean, we gotta stick together.
Yeah, but you can like physically stick with it if you want to, and he gets out like a little dagger.
How about we go clear the other tunnels?
We can do this.
And then this is
fast.
like a last minute thing. Like take it and go.
Take it and run.
So,
You know, this never works. So you got a to-do list. You got to cross stuff off. We keep not crossing stuff off. We go and we're like, oh, we'll do it later. You never do it later.
Well,
All my dirty dishes are still at home because I always say I'm gonna do it later, and then I run out of dishes, and I clean one, just so I can use it, and then I still got a pile. It's like that, except there's piles of swords around here.
Armin here's a dog.
Yeah, yeah. Ha ha.
A dog somewhere.
You're calling me a pet again.
That's the horse.
That's the sound of Bony Pony. Or maybe it's my muse, a dog.
Let's
maybe
go
there's
check
a
the other
dog outside the tunnel and we can just hear the echo through.
hole. Yeah.
Maybe.
It's my dog. Her name is Tessa. If you would like her, just tell me and I will send her to you via post.
She sounds wonderful.
But I honestly think, guys, we should do this for later. And
Yeah, save that for last.
I lost a horn.
Oh no.
Oh no.
You're gonna lose more than that. If we don't take this, you're gonna lose your dignity. That's what you're gonna lose.
I'm listening, but I will be off camera for a second.
Is there like do we see the tunnel we saw? Did it go north or
We went north. We have 2 tunnels to the east we haven't gone down, and 2 tunnels to the west we have not gone down.
lucky?
It says my horribly drawn map.
I'm just gonna say this one more time, and then I'll just go along because literally Amon's gonna start walking, and I'm gonna be dragged along behind her. But I just
I start walking.
There's no way those sarcophagi don't have bad guys in them. You do it now, you do it later. I mean, what are they gonna be? Empty? I mean, come on. I mean, maybe they're empty, and then who cares? But like, I'm just saying, you're not gonna get less tired. You're always tired. You're not gonna be. What are we gonna do? Take a nap in here?
His voice starts getting more echoey as we walk away down the hallway.
Until the rope is taut and he's pulled.
Yeah. It just starts getting more distant.
Okay. So as you make your way back down the tunnel, you come back to the central column. East or west?
Whatever.
Oh, now it's whatever.
Let's go east.
All right.
And then there are two tunnels to the east, correct?
There are. The two tunnels you can see, they're just sort of like separated for a bit by a column, and then they join together.
Oh, so they're the same tunnel.
Yeah, it's sort of like two tunnels that join very quickly.
Okay.
So maybe
Same-
look for traps on both sides.
Yeah, you know what? I quit. You do it. You don't listen to me. You don't respect me. You call me a pet.
Fine. I'll look for
You do it.
traps.
You look for traps. You won't let me give my friend a magic sword that may or may not kill us. You know what? You do it. You know everything. You do it, Nettle. Yeah. How about that? I'm not taking you. You fall in a pit. You stay there.
Sure. I'll look for traps.
Before you go, Nettle, should we do the rope thingy as well, just in case? At least maybe I can, like...
I'm not helping.
Sure.
No, now we're near the horse.
Okay. Well, if
God.
Nettle and Callie would like to do the rope thing, we'll say that you can do that. Is it the same situation, 15 feet?
Yep, and I would let Nettle do the knots because she's much better in it. I'm trying to
Valid.
figure out how she does that, but she's so quick, and it's just like...
It's like watching like Moana tie the rope in the movie, and it's just like how?
You are tied.
That's me. Okay.
Hey.
Slowly walking ahead with the staff kind of like hitting the ground. Sort of like how blind people navigate with their stick.
Hmm.
But harder in case it's a pit.
Okay. Give me a survival or perception.
Oof. I'm gonna go perception. That wasn't good. Thank God I have a +5.
With an 11, you can tell that this section of tunnel is clear up to the join.
Okay. Great. You check the other side. I keep walking with the stick, kind of like. Dook, 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 dook.
Give me another survival or perception.
Oh boy. Shit. It's even worse.
Whew. On an 8,
I don't see anything.
you push the tunnel, and you feel it give way, but you put too much weight into the push, and you start to fall forwards. I'll let both you and Callie make athletics saving throws. Strength saving throws, sorry.
Ugh.
Yeah, watch out for the swords.
Whew. Thank God.
Oh my god, you two are so
Oh my
solid.
God.
Look at this nat 20 party over here. So yeah, the pair of you are able to find this. Well, actually, it's just a bit of loose ground.
Oh damn it!
Like it was sort of like sand amongst mud, and like your thing just went really quickly into it, and you both jump and start, but it wasn't actually a pit.
We're fine. We're fine.
High five,
Nothing to see here.
because we looked awesome doing this.
Or did we?
This tunnel
Wait,
comes
is
to a
horse
dead.
following
This
us?
the horsey is following you, and
I
the-
think that Rumble is probably at this point like on
Shielding
Armin.
me.
Yeah, like on Armin's back.
Oh, I was yeah. Absolutely.
like a backpack kind of keeping his eye on the horse and being like, he's still behind you. He's still pretty close. I think I'm scaring him off. Just helpfully. And like maybe whispering things about Nettle. Oh yeah, she thinks she's so special, right? Yeah. Some good.
The tunnel comes to a
Armin's trying not to freak out. Sorry.
dead end, except for a narrow tunnel that heads south, 2 feet wide, ish or less.
Ah! I think I know where that goes.
Should we then now maybe see if we end up back where we saw the other end?
But the
Yeah.
horsey can't follow us?
So Romble might understand this, but Calliope has no internal sense of direction. So out of character, are these possibly going to connect?
Yeah, that connects
Okay.
down to that.
Maybe.
But it might
It is,
be.
Maybe.
it is within possibility.
Yeah. At least from what I've
From
yeah.
my drawing as well, it might connect.
Do you want to head in?
I think we should.
Goes first.
Yeah.
Be my guest.
Should I?
Can I kick him into the hole?
Ow!
Maybe Rob. This is definitely easier for you. Do you want to go first?
We're just a forest of knees.
You are. You're all alike, you forest and knees. It's like needs, you just, here. I'll do it. But next time you gotta listen to me about the sword. Because I don't think we're gonna get paid enough to cover all this. This is like a hassle. And you gotta help me get that chest with the tongue.
Yeah.
I don't
Sure.
know if Toby is Toby's not my favorite.
I'm not saying you have to date him. I'm saying that you have to
I
help
would
me
hope not.
get him so that I can feed him something better than tripe and somebody's used belongings.
But maybe Toby is happy with what he does.
I don't know. He didn't look happy to be. His tongue was sticking out. He
Well,
looked thirsty.
Aren't we all?
we will try and see.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I said try.
Okay.
But you have to mean it. Otherwise, I'm going to punch you in the knees.
I guess we deserve that. Still, should we go in or not?
Well, you got a pinky swear.
A pinky swear?
That's right. It's an ancient gnome tradition. And you can never, ever break it. Or
Or
everyone
your
will
pinky
punch
is
your
forfeit.
Some
knee. Yeah, and your knees.
some people think it's stronger than a blood pact.
Hmm.
Pinky swear.
And less messy. That's so, it has both those.
Yeah.
All right, he goes in.
Okay. How
Unless
do
you
you
break it and then your pinky's falling off.
how do you proceed?
I'll go
I think you
behind Rumble.
And he says, you know what, I'm not even going to bother looking because every time I go to look, I get distracted. So I'm just going to go in. It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to close my eyes or look at my belly button. Like, I fall in, I don't fall in. Doesn't seem to matter to me. And he just walks right in. He skips. Like, sarcastically.
Sarcastic skipping.
So Rumble heads into the tunnel about 5 feet.
Oh no.
As the next of you goes to step in, as Rumble skips down on this pressure plate,
Oh no!
the tunnel around him collapses.
Whee! I'm getting crushed.
No!
Oh,
I'm pulling.
Well,
That's try to get him out.
You are restrained and blinded. You need to spend an action to dig him out.
Yeah, I'm digging.
Let's dig.
We are pulling on the rope and trying to dig all at the same time, using thaumaturgy to lose.
If Armin pulls, we can dig. 'Cause then there's the... Yeah, I don't know.
Do I need to make any rolls?
Athletics checks from all, please, I think. Spring into
Lovely.
action.
Oh crap.
Oh, no.
Oh crap.
Oh, Nettle not helping much. Oh,
Not at all.
neither is Armin. Oh, boy.
I'm all on my own here, guys. What?
Callie,
Oh,
this seems like a very fitting time to remind you. You have an auto success.
Muffled yelling. Pinky.
Honestly, I want to keep it for the sword. It's a question, Jenna, if you want to use your advantage.
Yeah, can I use my advantage? Or-
You've already rolled, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would we think he would die immediately, or do we have like a round to pull him out?
It's sort of like aim in and down around him. So
Oh,
you
God.
don't think they're gonna die immediately from like crushing, but you do think they might suffocate if you don't save them.
We try again.
Well, I'm still waiting. Oh, did you already roll the 16?
I rolled a 16.
Sorry, I was sitting here waiting for your roll.
No, I already rolled. I was just...
So, Callie, as Armin and Nettle, lose their spades or whatever and generally get in a mess, you dive forward and start digging, and you can just about free up Rumble's, head and arm. So they're safe, but still trapped.
That's enough. And, yeah, going on to dig and pull.
Ugh. Ugh.
Sorry, are you okay?
Well, I'm covered in dirt.
Well, that went not so well.
I start brushing off the dirt.
From deeper in the cave, you
No,
hear a
no.
louder rumble, and you feel a tremor.
Oh, shit.
Sort of like Armin's thaumaturgy, but bigger.
Oh hell.
Um,
Pull me out! Pull! 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 Pull!
Do that?
That wasn't me.
Pull!
Pulling.
Everyone pull! More athletics checks.
Pull!
Go! 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 There's like a spooky thing in here. It's spooky and it's coming our way.
Okay, so
We are spooked.
as Armin and Nettle start clearing the dirt away, Rumble, it seems that Callie is spooked, because they nearly yank your arm out of the socket as they pull you free of this dirt. Like,
Ah! Hey, I need that arm. That's
Did
my
the ground
arm.
did the ground rumble?
the ground has stopped rumbling.
Rumble around rumble?
Hmm.
No, it's not even worth the high five.
No.
Not even one.
It made me laugh, that's all that matters.
Yeah, I liked it.
You know what makes me laugh? Not being dead under a bunch of dirt. Like this is the one we need to run away from, not because we have other things to do on our to-do list. Like there's a bad guy here, he's gonna eat me. I'm the littlest.
At least we got the trap sorted out.
Yeah, thanks to you,
Where's
Nettle.
the horse?
The horse is standing behind Callie.
Useless.
Well,
Okay.
it's...
Can you pull a bone off it and feed it to something? if there's a big worm coming out here?
Or
Don't-
like a big undead dog.
Well,
We didn't feed Daisy to the...
That's true.
Why? No.
you feel another rumble.
Oh, God.
Oh
I-
no.
I don't
Okay,
like
let's
that.
run away.
Can we have this conversation while we walk inside?
Yeah,
Run
yeah.
away?
Back to the middle, I guess?
Yep.
If you head back to the middle, you can see that to the south, the tunnel has filled in entirely. As you run around the column, you can see the western tunnel has also had a collapse.
we're going up.
The north tunnel is still secure.
Well, here's some good news. We don't have to fill those pits.
Yeah, it's
true.
It's filled.
Yeah, it's filled in.
Can I do some kind of check to see, like, if it... I want to know if we know anything about, like, this kind of sound, if it just sounds like a normal cave-in sound or if it sounds like it's caused by something. He's a rock gnome, so you would probably know something about it.
Oh, you mean a nature check with
rock
advantage.
knowledge.
Yeah. 18, yeah. That sounds like normal cave-ins, but it sounds like they were started by something, and they went off exactly the same time as the trap you found.
Okay, so the good news is we made this cave-in ourselves, so we don't have to worry about there being like a lot of other cave-ins.
We did all that pit filling for nothing.
Well, there's less to worry about. If we just fill in the whole thing, it will be safe.
True.
The tunnel to the north is still clear.
So,
Oh, you're just taunting us.
but
Me?
shouldn't we maybe try? Armin, guys, maybe.
I think we get that sword, we fill in the entire thing. It is all safe. We can look at that fill guy and say every single thing that could be
We filled it all in.
all filled in, and
we got
we're
the
good.
sword.
And then we can take the sword and we can pawn it or something. I don't know.
Armin, did the contract say if we get anything, we need to give it to Phil?
I specifically asked him if we could take the sword, and he said no.
But
Are you gonna tell him?
Does the contract say if we find anything, we need to give it to them, don't we?
I unfold the contract.
This was in the induction package. You guys have sat through it so many times. Phil always says, insurance does not cover magic items or cursed items. All items should be recorded and left for collection unless expressly told otherwise.
Well, but there's should, and then there's must.
Well, the thing is, it's very unstable here. But then,
And he did say not to take the sword. I wrote it down.
I just think that it would be such a loss forever if this sword was caved in and then no one ever slayed any more dragons. Ever again, because they don't have that sword.
He's got a point.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just looking out for you.
Well, we're trying to get to the point.
Okay, one small high five.
Yeah. Okay, I'm so conflicted because Jenna really wants that magic item, but Armin's like, I'm a hoarder in my head. I want that magic item.
Callie is extremely curious. I'm just like, no, but Callie is curious.
All right, new adventurers. What do you want to do?
I mean, I'm down.
Yeah, we gotta go for it.
I
We
can
are all
always
down.
find another job. So I mean,
If we
Oh.
don't die.
Yeah,
if
well,
we don't die.
how many times have you been almost dead? Not so many.
True.
Armin's eyes glaze over.
Oh God, Callie
yeah.
sees that and is slowly also drifting off. Like
It all
Take
comes
it.
back.
It all comes back.
We'll just clear out the mines, they said.
It'll be fine, they said.
I'm here. This is what I'm thinking. For you, because you've saved my life, I'm saying this. I'm trying to help you help yourself, right? I'm saying that they're not going to pay us for doing this job because we've already kind of ruined it, right? So we got to do something. And I think we should get some stuff out of here. We should blow off the contract and then we should just sell it or keep it or whatever. And then we should also steal that chest. I mean, if we're going rogue, let's just go rogue, right? I don't know. How are you ever gonna forgive yourself? If
I
you...
have an idea. So I have Sanctuary as a spell.
That'd be
So
useful.
I can, yeah, that would be useful for someone to grab the sword. I believe.
Maybe throw a pebble at it.
Yeah.
Just to.
I
See
feel
what
like by
happens.
someone you mean you.
Oh. And then we run really fast.
Shouldn't we just send one in? Do again the rope thingy. and
Yeah.
the others pull,
Oh god.
And then run just in case. Also, the north collapses.
I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Like a rock is gonna come like rolling down, and I'm just like, ah.
What if
into
What if I
Armin.
snuck up on the sword? I took it and you all yanked me real hard out of
We
there.
could do that.
Got out of there.
We can do that.
We could do that. I can give you Sanctuary
Together?
and Bless, but I actually no, I do want to save a spell for if you need healing.
I mean, I do think there's a very high chance something very mean is gonna come out, and you gotta run fast.
Dad,
On
I
the horse is just going on and on. He likes
going crazy.
He likes.
Okay, can we get the horse started going up the stairs?
The horse gets to the bottom of the stairs. The stairs are only 2 foot wide, just like the tunnel.
Can we disassemble the horse?
I mean,
Yeah, absolutely. What if you
could.
blessed the horse and then he made it fall apart because it's undead and it doesn't like that?
What
And
if we
then-
touch the sword and then he turns on us?
Can we?
You don't even like this horse. You
I
don't
know.
like the bony pony. Are
I
we,
know, but I care
What
about Callie and
universe
she
are we
wants the
in?
horse.
what universe are we in where you are arguing with me to not take the sword and do take the horse? Like, listen to yourself. You've been in the
How
tunnel.
it always
You're
happens.
crazy.
But Horsey will be fine.
I mean, it's a dead horse, so. I mean,
it
who
won't
cares?
die.
But it might turn on us if we do something
Yeah.
bad. So far, we haven't done anything bad. Horsey, will you turn on us if we get a sword just staring at the horse?
Can I insight check the horse?
Sure.
Again,
Insight.
the opinion of a dead horse is more important than your actual coworker. We pinky sweared. You know, I'm just saying.
Insight check the horse.
The horse seems docile.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel bad. Well, okay. I feel bad for having to make Callie possibly leave the horse.
Second question, Horsey. Can you just crumble to a pile of bones? We carry you out, and then you assemble again? Staring at the horse again. It probably doesn't even understand, but Callie still tries, like. Giving it a pat.
It seems indifferent to your patting.
I'm just saying.
Better.
Wait, what is the best case scenario here? We take it out and it follows you around everywhere for the rest of your life? That is going to be awkward. Like,
That's
when are
like
you
the
gonna-
worst.
what if you were on a
The
date?
worst.
What if you were taking a shower? What if you were trying to be sneaky somewhere? You know, I'm just saying. It's, you know, what if you met other horses that were not dead? It could be
I'm-
very awkward for you.
Sneaky is not my forte.
Yeah.
You tried to be sneaky with the horse. You just clank, 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 clank.
Yeah, I'm just saying, a bone horse not gonna help.
Well, we carried a cow downstairs. Can I carry a bone horse upstairs?
Those
I
other
mean, you-
stairs were much wider than these. The problem is the horse doesn't fit.
Well, let Horsey decide if he wants to lay
I feel like cash things. Actually, no, I'm not helping.
Take one leg at a time.
we will deal with Horsey when we have to deal with it.
Yeah, I think we should get that sword.
Okay, so how many ropes do we have?
I have 2.
I have
We
one.
should have like all at least have one 50-foot rope if we have explorers packs.
Yep, and I have a silk rope as well.
Oh, fancy.
Mhm.
So, Rumble.
Okay. So this is what
we
I'm
tie
thinking.
the ropes together.
Well, I don't know about this one.
Maybe we can like get the sword
Lasso
with,
it?
with a lasso, the rope on the sword, and like
The
Pull
sword
it.
was just
like
lying
put
there,
a hook
right?
on the end and like.
What
You
if
try
like
to lasso the sword?
Or
yeah, you
something.
could take your like somebody could take their backpack and like get it and scoop
Yeah.
it up, like with a little cup kind of thing.
If
you know?
only we had a bag of holding, we could just like.
Have you walked north to look at the sword?
No.
If
No.
only we had Toby, he could just walk right over there
and eat it.
See? This is what I would do if I had him.
Do we carefully at least walk back towards north and check if
Can I
Yeah.
do
there-
Eyes of the Grave again?
There is
Wah, wah, wah,
only,
wah, wah.
only the horsey.
Okay.
I do divine
How-
sense, also still the same result?
Still the same result. However, when you get back, the sword is no longer on the floor. It now lays on the grand sarcophagus.
What the hell? Wait,
Yeah.
like up above? Nah. Hell
Lays on
nah.
the
They
thing
can get
like
that.
they're holding it.
We're leaving.
Yeah.
We are
This is
leaving.
what happens when you leave things to do for later. They just get worse.
Yeah. So I'm not touching that thing. We're leaving. It's in
I mean,
hands.
we were supposed to mark traps. What if that room is trapped?
We could
Uh,
write sword trap.
I want to live. So I'm going to mark it down. So the sword is on the floor. And now it's in someone's stone hands. So,
I really don't want to go through what we
nope.
I
went
mean,
through.
it's
Nope.
not in the hands. It's just resting
Oh.
on the
Lying
hands.
on top.
It's resting
I
peacefully.
feel like if
on
I
the
were
spooky
to get
sarcophagus.
near it, the hands would go.
Then we run.
We could still try it. Oh, no.
Nope.
Try
Nope. The mines. We don't want our mine repeat.
Takes a deep breath, just again, memories.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Facts.
I feel like you guys have some unresolved issues that you should probably address before you go into these situations.
Indeed.
Because,
Well, we had some trouble once before, and it didn't go well, and this feels...
We don't talk about it.
What if I tied a dart to the end of the rope and tried to kind of fish hook it?
Yeah. Does anybody have a grappling hook?
No, I have a dart. That's all.
I have some soap. A lyre. That won't help.
I have navigator's tools.
I have javelin.
There's like
I
You
got
could
some
find
chalk.
something amidst the thieves' tools and other things you've got. You could find something if you wanted to try and do this.
I mean, I feel like not going into the room really, but doing like a lasso fish hook thing.
Yeah. Okay.
And if it fails, we run.
Yeah. Yeah.
With or without the horse.
Yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Who's throwing it?
What kind of check would be throwing it? Who is good at throwing things?
What's a check, Callie?
I'm sorry.
yeah,
What is this check you're
it's gotta
talking
be
about?
metal. It's gotta be
Oh,
metal.
Yeah.
it was Nettle.
I mean,
Nettle.
I'm good with rope.
Is a sailor.
Dexterity check.
Nettle, this sailor. Come on.
Yeah, Nettle like throws ropes around all the time. Like
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. Make me a
Halfway through the stairs, like waiting.
Attack roll with the dart.
Attack roll.
Attack
All right.
hard.
On a 22, you
shit.
throw the dart. It lands perfectly on the other side of the sword and the sort of like loose rope. And you can start pulling it towards you, and the dart like catches on the sword, and the sword is dislodged. And suddenly the rope starts pulling back.
Oh,
let them
guys,
let
hang
go.
on.
Just cut it off. This is like when
Nope.
you got a big
Make
shot.
me-
on the other
Are you
way.
letting go or making a? Are you pulling?
I'm pulling.
Make me a strength check, please.
Shit.
Athletics.
Oh no, that's not my strong suit. Nope.
You are pulled forward into the room.
No.
Can we jump
I-
for Cam for Nettle
Yeah, can
just
we
to
try to hold on to her? Oh god.
Everyone, please roll initiative.
No!
Oh no.
No! Oh no, Callie!
I am
Callie, no.
I am on the way out.
Now you're frozen in like a PTSD flashback, like.
Yeah,
Should-
just
In
like
the middle,
oh
near the
God.
top, near the armor class.
Oh god.
Yeah. Oh god.
Oh, that's. Oh boy.
Okay, so no one beats this creature as it pulls you towards it, Nettle, and strides forward to attack, but you can't see anything. You just hear a slight click of a boot on the flagstones before a nat 1 attack flies at you. Maybe you stumble and you feel the blade pass over you, but it doesn't hit you. However, it has a second attack.
Oh great.
No!
Does a 14
Doesn't
hit you?
hit.
That's
No. 17 armor class.
What armor are you wearing?
None.
Best armor?
Okay, so you feel something strike you. It feels like a sword. You've managed to turn it, but it feels bad. It feels like sort of like spiked, like barbed wire as it touches your
God.
skin. Doesn't feel like
Oh,
a normal
no.
sword.
Oh,
Next in the initiative order is Armin.
Who's in front of me?
We didn't discuss turn order,
Oh,
so
okay.
you're...
Cause I want to start dragging people back
Okay.
toward the stairs.
Well, I
Like
think
we're leaving now.
I think Romble is on your back.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
So I'm fine
Armin
with that.
and Rumble are connected by rope, and
And
Callie
that's why he's on my back. Yeah. Okay. Well,
are not connected to you guys.
since I assume, Nettle would be in front for throwing, and Callie looks like she's glazed over in the face, I'm just gonna grab her and start pulling, and
Okay.
backing up.
You can get further up the tunnel. Next
We're running away.
will be Nettle with the higher dex.
I'm gonna try to run away without getting hit.
Oh gosh.
Okay. As you move away, you feel another attack swing by.
That hits.
This is not a crit. Please take 14 bludgeoning damage.
I'm down.
No!
You see Nettle fly backwards as this thing hits them. The rope goes slack and hits the floor, but so does Nettle as they hit the wall and slump to the ground.
Towards
No,
our
no, no, no,
direction or more into the room?
Towards your direction.
Okay.
Next in the turn order is Rumble.
all right, Romble is going to like dig around in his backpack and throw a bunch, like a package of flour, over like onto the thing to try to see what it
Pocket
is.
flower.
Because he's like, hey, you, this like not even fair. You like can't see it. It's attacking you. It's killing people. I mean, I know she's kind of a know-it-all, but you don't get to just kill her.
As you throw flour in the air, you see it kind of settle over the rough shape of a woman in heavy armor, carrying
Oh, shit.
not a sword, but a large maul.
Oh, my favorite weapon.
All right. Yeah, this is like probably not a surprise, but I think it's that lady from the statue.
As the flour covers them, it sort of looks a bit like Ice Queenie. Yeah. After, is there anything else you'd like to do, Rumble? You're on Armin's back, so.
Right, I'm on Armin's back, so I think I'm like, just back up, just back away slowly. Don't make eye contact.
I'm backing away fast.
Now, do it as quick as you can, but don't fall down over Nettle's dead body. That's all I'm
She's
saying.
in front. She's getting dragged.
Next in the
Okay,
turn
quick.
order is Callie.
She will snap out of bad memories. And she will run for Nettle.
You can get to Nettle.
Oh wait, I'm a half orc.
Oh,
I'm
you
up
bounced
to-
back.
Oh, you're right.
You're like one of those like punching bag things that like bonk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nettle is up on 1 HP.
Run away.
No, Callie would run for Nettle. Would... Damn it, laying on hands is an action. If I want to pull her, it's also an action, right?
You can, if they're willing, I'll let you forego the action to grapple, and you can move them half speed.
Yeah.
Be easier to just let them run.
Nope, she would run. She would grab and pull Nettle back and just yell at the figure. Like, leave us alone, and looking at Horsey. What Horse is doing, like,
Horsey stands at the back of your group. They do not seem phased by the actions.
could have been her horse. Gosh darn it. Or I would probably yell at the figure, like, look what happened to your horse, and just try to get Nettle out of the way.
So do you lay on hands?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, so let Nettle know how much.
4 points back to Nettle.
Okay.
Oh boy.
So you have 5 points now.
The stalker walks back towards the statue. You see it take a knife from their belt, cut the rope, and put the sword back on the statue. Turns back to look towards you all.
Ugh, fine.
Armin, it's your turn.
Yeah, just keep.
I keep going. I'm going. Yep,
Okay.
running away.
You can get all the way to the stairs and get half the way up them with Rumble on your back.
Yep.
Uh,
I'll pause to like wait to see if they're following.
I think while you're paused, Grumble's like, hey, take out that map and write sword trap. Don't touch the sword.
I'll do it in a little bit.
Next is Nettle, having been grabbed, moved away.
Yeah, I assume I'm prone.
Well, Callie's sort of like dragging you, so yeah, I guess.
I would get up, and I would go. That would be what's 22 and a half feet dragging Callie.
Wow, you have 50 foot of speed?
No, I have 30. So if I use half my movement to get up and I use my action to dash.
Okay, so it would be 15, and then you can dash and get an extra 30.
Yeah, but I'm assuming I have Callie on the rope, and we only have 15 feet between us.
So yeah, we'll just say we'll round it up to you can get to the end of the tunnel near Armin. You grab
Okay.
you drag Callie.
Okay. Just getting out of here because I didn't like that.
The horse does not follow you.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Horsey.
Jenna says aw, but Armin's like, yay.
And Rumble says, yeah, screw you and the horse you rode in on. Ha! You like that? Yeah, you lady, keep your sword. You stupid bone horse.
A dart hits the wall next to you.
Oh god. Stop saying things.
I'm joking.
Was it my dart? Because in that case, I'm going to take it.
Hey, look, I got you your dot back, Nettle. Don't say I never did anything for you.
Thanks, Rumble.
From up the tunnel, you hear Brian. He's like, hey, you guys have been down there hours. What's going on?
We're coming up.
Run.
Run away.
You all sort of like come up, and Brian's at the top of the hill with you and looks at Nettle and goes, oh, you look awful. And takes you all back to the cart.
Cure wounds.
Yeah, I'm good. Don't worry.
Sure.
Yeah.
I can do healing word.
Hey,
I
Brian,
feel
I
like
got a good
50%
idea. Time's
better.
money, right? Let's get out of here. Let's have this conversation in the cart on our way out. And then, you know, we can do more than one thing at one time.
I don't need telling twice. Time's money. And
Yep,
he
yep,
goes and
yep.
hops in the driver's seat, ready to go.
I hop back in the nest of blankets
I kind of try to climb up very clumsily.
and help.
It's
I
not
help that.
pretty.
Yeah, I'll help and help create a nice cushiony spot.
It's like,
As you come up, you can see that it is, in fact, evening, late evening. The sun's setting. And Brian says, well, I'll drive back then. You all can get some rest. And if you would like to, you can take a long rest on the way back.
We leave. Callie would sit in the back again, watching towards the place where we just went, kind of like, bye, horsey. She is really sad that a horse didn't even care to follow. She's hurt.
Later, I gave Callie a pat on the head. I'm sorry about the horse.
Well, we made it out alive, all of us.
Yeah.
put down that it was a big lady.
Big
True.
invisible lady with a maul.
Yeah,
Got it.
nasty.
Yeah,
And it hurts when you get hit. Like a
anybody
lot.
who's got to go there has got to bring flour, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless she takes a bath.
Fairy fire, maybe.
Well,
You
I guess if she
flower.
would take a bath, she would get rid of
If you
the
don't have flour, though, your plan's only half baked. Am I right?
Yay.
See, Nettle, she's smiling. She's gonna be all right.
Soon,
Oh.
well, the night passes quickly as you rest and restore, and before you know it, you are back at the inn at the Bog Standard. And Bill is, of course, there to meet you. Oh,
We lost someone.
Rat-row. Rat-row. Rat-row, Raggy.
Calliope?
We've lost Calliope.
Calliope. No.
so
Rumble tumbles off the back of the cart.
Yeah.
lose him on the way back.
No.
Everyone's sleeping and he just kind of rolls. Oh,
There we go.
here she is.
Welcome
Oh,
back.
you're back.
Oh,
My
Makes
cat knocked over the microphone onto my power button of my like, I don't even know what kind of roll that is.
That's contrived. It's definitely contrived. But you all end up back at the tavern. Bill is there, with clipboard in hand as always, and
Lord of fun.
the clipboard of
Yes,
funnies.
look.
Oh, welcome back. Hello. How was the journey?
So all the holes are filled in.
Oh, excellent. Were there any incidents to report?
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Everything was great, Phil. You should go there yourself. You'd love it.
There's a skeletal horse.
Yep.
Oh.
It's
Like
It's just
bacon.
there. It likes
It's
bacon.
nice, but
It's-
it's very unnatural and it's very insulting.
but
It's
Oh.
not
just there.
dangerous. It's just there.
Is that an incident?
Is it?
Maybe a note for whoever
Yeah.
has to go in there. Don't
Have you
attack
ever seen a
horse.
horse eat bacon? Yeah, write it down. Horse, bacon.
2798 undead horse likes bacon. Non-hostile?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Indifferent.
At least to us. So.
Okay. Anything else?
Uh,
Whoever. That's
We
not
found
an
the
incident.
sword.
It's a note for whoever wants to get the sword.
Yeah. Oh, yes. It was. I learned more about it actually. It was Brian the Blackguard. In hospital at the moment. Had some sort of run-in with a mole or something. Level
That
6.
would've been good
oh, no,
enough.
wait, level 7, 8 adventurer. He's real messed up.
Yeah, we didn't see anything about that, Phil. You better go check it out.
The sword is still there, and whoever goes in maybe should have some
Flour?
Flour.
For sure,
Because-
flour.
The mole
Invincible
hitting
bitch.
lady
Eat them all.
is
2799. Mole lady likes flowers.
No.
Yes,
no,
that's
there's
right,
a
she
bitch with
loves
them all.
She loves Sephora. She could get an orange Julius. She likes to go to the mall. That's right. Write that down, Phil. That's exactly what you're
No,
saying.
use flour or something to make
It's
her
So you can see it.
so you can see.
Oh, invisible. Invisible mole lady. That's an important note
Yep.
to make. Okay.
Maybe
It's mall lady, not mole lady. Just very
It could
important.
be
I don't know. We couldn't see her. She could have been
a mall wielding mole lady.
Could have been. Yeah.
hang on a
but
minute,
it looked
mole
like
wielding?
heavy armor.
I thought you meant MALL. Oh, okay.
Yep, that's right.
That's how moles see.
Okay. Mole wielding invisible guardian.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guardian. Well, that seems all in order though. That's about expected. Did you fill in all the traps? Okay.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
All traps filled in.
Yep.
Excellent. Well, on to payment. Danger money for this one. 10 gold each.
Woohoo!
I did get in a translator to speak to Toby. Toby, I mean, he seems happy, but I mean, if you want to talk to him, there's a translator here.
Oh, here's my quarterstaff back.
Thank you. You get full payment.
We left the shovels outside because I thought you don't want them in here.
Yep.
I like
Yeah.
that initiative. He goes and leans out the window and sort of. Excellent. You all get full payment. Lovely.
Quarterstaff.
Um,
I didn't bring my own because, but here's the one I borrowed.
Lovely. Thank you. Full payment.
And Rumble says, "Hey, Amen, I like how close we are, but it is time for you to untie me." Nettle.
Yeah, I
Ready?
forgot about that.
This is too much together.
I can't.
Can you?
The knots
help
are like
us?
really tight.
It's awkward. I haven't eaten in like 4 days.
Nettle just kind of goes and pulls one thread, and it all just kind of comes
Real
apart.
elven rope.
Or a sailor's knot, but yeah,
Slip knot.
yeah,
All right.
it's a new metal knot.
Cool.
So, he goes over to Toby. There is a high elf standing next to Toby. Long blonde hair, looks very learned, several books. He reaches into Toby and pulls out a bag of gold, counts out 10 gold each, and gives you a coupon each for 1 beer at the bar.
Yes.
Oh, that's lovely.
I will go use that coupon.
Yeah,
Coupon.
Yep.
Coupon.
I need it. I'm gonna go to the bar.
Rumble leans over. I don't know if he has to like lean down or not, because I'm not sure how big Toby is. And he says, Toby, don't let him treat you like this. You gotta insist they clean. You gotta insist they clean all of the stuff. It's dirty. You're gonna get germs in your mouth. And I mean, come on, you're better than this. You're like a magic thing with a big tongue. You could be anywhere. Why you shouldn't hang out here?
Could be anything.
Yeah, you could be anything. And this Phil character, he is not to be trusted. He sent us somewhere very dangerous. His shovels were not enough. I would not trust him.
Plot twist, Phil is actually the big bad evil guy.
The tongue sort of like moves from the left over to the right. And the high elf leans down and says, that shows indifference usually.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay. Yeah, uh-huh. And yeah, Rumble doesn't buy it. And he says, here, I bet you could use this more than me, Toby. And he gives him the coupon for the beer.
It just sort of
Like maybe he just pours it into his mouth. Or into his whatever.
Whatever qualifies as Toby's mouth.
Yeah, and I guess Toby seems grateful. It's hard to describe the emotions of a chest.
I'm like that too, Toby. It's hard to like tough on the outside. Who knows what's on the inside? It's all locked up.
Yeah, the hardened fortress. Well, as we're coming right up to time, I guess we have time for like if you want to say anything over beer, like short.
I quit.
Here's a pamphlet for our junior adventuring.
Yeah, I'm totally down. That was kind of fun, actually.
But then join the guild, because then at least you have secure payment and maybe
Do we have an email list?
more security.
Airmail list?
What's an email?
Airmail run by Eric Cochras.
No, it's much simpler than that. Ethereal mail.
Oh yeah, that.
It comes over the Ethernet.
I
Ready to
think
get down, it's canon now.
I think we went about this all wrong. I think we should all quit, and we were very good at making traps and springing traps. I think we should look for people who need more trap making, less trap unmaking.
Well,
Exactly.
that might be something we should mention to Phil, because I'm quite sure
other
he also gives
jobs.
out jobs to reset like the dungeon
Yeah.
and put new traps in to make it
Yeah.
more fun.
I mean, we were kind of good at it.
Yeah.
We
I
will
agree
mention
with
that to Phil.
All right, we'll see. I might stick around just to make sure they're treating Toby all right, but other than that, I don't know.
I mean, I have some really nice knees, so you can stay for those.
You do. I like the dimples.
And Nettle and Rumble, you can both go to level 2. Callie and Armin, you are stuck at level 1.
Yep.
I'm sorry, it's the way it is. Templar King,
Okay.
thank you very much for the follow and the sub. Thank you. But here we are at the end of the adventure. You did it! You filled in the traps. You didn't die.
Yay!
Almost.
Almost.
Right.
Almost
Yay,
died.
half orc.
I did give you.
I
I did give you the warning before the game. I was like, if you don't follow instructions, strong chance you might die. But you were a half orc, so it's okay.
Oh, yeah, I picked the
Taunting
right.
us with that card.
This
I
card?
want it. I want it.
It's a nice sword, we know that.
Do you want me to say something that will drive you crazy, Jenna?
What? What?
There was a second magic item in that barrow somewhere.
Oh! No! My heart. Oh, that hurts me. It hurts my soul.
With
I
that,
want it so bad.
Right thing to do.
why don't we go around and wrap up? Tell us who you are, where we can find you online, and what your favourite part of today's one shot was. We'll start with Jenna.
Oh gosh. Okay. You
Did I
can
go that way
find
last
me-
time? Probably. I can never remember.
You can find me at AspiringDM on Twitter and littledragonscribbles.com or on Instagram with the same name. And my favorite part was, as I look through my notes, probably just being attached and interacting with Rumble because all of the puns are my favorite. That was probably my favorite. All the horse puns. Makes me really happy.
Makes my mouth sore. All the horse puns. Next around, we have... hang on, I will say this right. Calliope?
Closer. Calliope. You can
Calliope.
find me at Calliope on Twitter. I thought of something else to say, which is I'm very interested in gamification and playing role-playing games with middle schoolers. So if that's something you're interested in, you can shoot me a line there and hopefully see me on a panel at PAX Unplugged talking about that. We'll see.
Hey,
But,
I'm going to be at PAX. I'll see you there.
Hey,
Let's say hi. Grab a drink or something.
Okay, that sounds good.
Where is
I will not give it to an inanimate object. And I don't know, I hardly ever get to play as a character, and I never get to play look, more pets. I never get to play with adults. So just being able to play and not DM was really, really fun. And I really liked, actually, I don't know if this was on the stream or not, but the whole idea of veils and lines and like that safety stuff I think is really important, and I'm gonna think more about how to incorporate that in the play that we do at our middle school.
Awesome. I'll link you to someone who collates a lot of these things. There's a lot of things that I use for different shows as well. Kiana S compiled a lot of different people's safety mechanics stuff and put them into one document, and we use some of them for Tact and Diplomacy, which is our game that has its own sanity system. I mean, I've got the command for the sanity one. I'd only use it for that game because it's it's actually live at the minute, so I can show you. This isn't for this game. No one panic. This sanity thing isn't about this game. But it says, although it's strongly inspired by psychopathology, the sanity system presented in this game was developed with the express purpose of fitting the universe of Shadows of Esteren, which is the game we're playing over that day. Not about being realistic or exhaustive, but the thing is, it feels really real, and we end up using a lot of the tools because a lot of the emotions and things end up bleeding into your character. Because, yeah. Anyway, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate it. I like talking about it. I'd like to talk about it more. I don't very often get the chance to play. Sorry, that's the word I'm looking for. Play with younger players. Purely because Twitch TOS says 18+, unless you're accompanied by an adult, in which case 13+. But I would love to send people your way if you do that. If you have a system for that or something, that'd be great. I'd love to get people talking to you about it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Calliope.
Hey.
Yeah, got there. It only took me 3 or 4 goes. Next around the screen we have Cammy Jewel. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. I'm on Twitter at Cammy Jewel. That's pretty much where I am right now. I do art sometimes. I took a little break from digital, but I'm back. So, and I'm a huge nerd. So, if you like looking at drawings and nerd stuff, come by.
What we can do real quick is because Cammy drew their character for today's session. Do you mind if I display that on screen?
No, not at all. Just
I
go
didn't
for
know
it.
you could do that.
I mean, I can if I'm going to put it right where the roll 20 is. So it's going to fade in now. There we go. There's some of Cammy's artwork. So thank you very much. Thank you. Last round we have Vicky at QDV.
Hello. Yeah, I'm Vicky or cutie_V on Twitter. At the moment, this is my steady game. So next week, back again together with Jenna, more angel and demon fun with new adventurers. And I love this artwork so much. It's so cute.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And
I can't see it yet. My internet is slow.
the best part, it's really hard. I liked all the interactions, all the shenanigans. Obviously, Bone Horsey following around for whatever reason. It only knows itself. Also loving that Kami, we two had the road 20 at the same time for a totally useless check.
That was amazing.
Blowing out the 20s for just a little bit of rubble. So yeah, it was just fun, and yeah, I like how everything is going so far. It's really every time new team, but still a lot of fun, and always the slight fun vibe, and more into no, we don't kill on sight immediately. We first look and see and get how through it. It's really nice to see a dungeon working like this. So looking forward to more.
I forgot to tell you my favorite part.
I'm so
It's the
sorry.
puns.
It's
Oh,
the
the
pun.
puns. I love puns. Bony pony to potato sword. It was amazing.
I have a drawing of the potato sword with the bow.
I'm looking forward to it so much.
Oh,
Well,
yay.
everyone, that brings us
Oh
to
wait,
the...
is it potato or lettuce?
It was lettuce, I
It was
think.
lettuce. It was,
On top of it.
I was looking
it
for
was
the
a
potato and I
dirty
saw it be the
lettuce
lettuce.
veil.
So everyone, that brings us to the end of the show. Thank you so much for coming and watching with us today. We run games for viewers regularly. This season we're running only 3 viewer games. Next season there's going to be a lot more viewer games, so watch out for that. Also, please check out my closing links. We will be going on a raid, so get ready for the raid. The raid cry is going to be Bony Pony, and we're going to be raiding another member of the Dungeons and Dragons community. So come and join us. They're not playing Dungeons and Dragons right now, but you might recognize them from the D&D channel or elsewhere. Please check out all of the links coming up in chat. You've got our Discord, Twitter, YouTube, all the places you can find us, support us, and interact with us, including places you can buy merch. We only updated the merch last week with some new quotes and things from some players, so do check that out. Also, thank you very much to our sponsors, Mage Hand Press and Bird and the Storm Publishing, who make this all possible. Thank you very much. We'll be back at the same time next week with more Cleanup Crew, and who knows what they'll get up to next week. I've got a feeling they might end up going to the ranch. Should be fun.
Ooh.
Until next time, everyone, keep evoking emotions, and we'll see you later on. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.